Don't
That's a
lie.
classic Jason move.
No,
Wait,
we are now. I actually counted you guys down.
Oh shit! For once, you actually counted us in.
Well, I always count you guys in. It's just you guys
He
are
actually
usually...
didn't count 3, 2, or 1. He just
Well-
said 5, 4.
Deceptive.
Well, I mean, I figure you guys can count the rest, if you can count. I know Rylas can't, but, you know, Taylor might be able to. Anywho, welcome back to Roll For It, Fallen Empire. This is episode number 26. You might notice from the overlay that we're missing 2 boxes. That's because 2 people won't be here. So, as just a heads up for the people watching, they didn't die in real life. They're totally fine. Just getting over being sick and or sleeping. So, yeah, they're just not going to be here. Instead of having one of the other guys play their other character, that character as well, and people having to double up, that would just be too much of a pain in the ass. I've adjusted challenge rating. Everything will be fine, hopefully. And we're just going to ghost those 2 characters. I'll roleplay for them if it's needed. Aside from that, we're just going to keep plowing ahead. So, subscribe with Twitch Prime for free. And aside from that, I think Jason or Jandar, you're gonna do the old catch us up.
Yeah, I'll do the catch up that I can remember. So we left off at a cliffhanging battle between us and the Hoot. We did a fair number on the Hootigen. It ran away. Me and Rylas were shooting arrows at it in the distance. We did hit it a few times. It felt good. We both were happy about it. And then it tried to shoot a lightning bolt. Didn't do that well. Kind of missed. After that, we proceeded to go into the house. Jandar, through a series of very unfortunate mistakes, might have permanently ruined his reputation in the town of Trellis. Is it Trellis? No. Wait.
Correct.
Correct. There we go. And yeah. But we got kicked out basically in the middle of the night. All I know is I was woken up by Kel, and Kel said, they kicked us out because we kind of did the wrong signature to the person who actually runs the town. So, you know, just kind of bad. Not any good in there. Then, while we were traveling, we got to an area, and I think it was Rylas who heard some noise in the distance, speaking in partial Dwarvish, partial other shit. And
Is
now
that
we're
like
here.
Punk?
What?
Sorry, that was a really bad joke. Continue.
Oh. And then right now we are trying to do a plan that will probably horribly backfire. That's where we're at.
All right. So with that, we pick up you guys. I believe that Jandar is invisible right now. Otherwise, this is gonna be real bad.
Jandar is indeed visible right now.
Visible or invisible?
Invisible.
Okay, invisible. Okay, gotcha. So, starting. What do you guys want to do?
I think we do the plan.
Oh, you're gonna have to fill me in on the plan. I don't quite remember it.
Let's talk about that plan real quick.
Okay,
You guys are
plan-
about 65 feet away from each other, so unless you're screaming, Jandar, you might have to get closer.
Guys, I try to let you know. I'm gonna drop the darkness.
What the hell?
Yeah, sorry, I forgot. I'm dropping the darkness orb off the one that's banging its head. That hopes it screams to grab all 3 of them, and then we just run past them.
Alright, this sounds like a good plan. What about the horses?
You guys take the thing. That's why I'm trying to make all the noise over there.
Makes sense.
Alright.
Right, because we need the car.
I go to like high five
Yeah.
him and high five completely away from.
Don't. Right. No. Right. It's okay. Right. No.
Just
There
do it
we
myself. Just do it myself.
Okay.
You guys are quite disappointing. So who's going to lead the cart?
That was really rude. I'll do it. I'm on a first name basis with the horses.
Sure. I
Put
believe
you on control.
you should probably feed them as you were bitching about it earlier. Anyway,
Rylas,
so
you
you-
control the cart.
I'm gonna put my hands out. Do I sense Jandar. Jandar, you here, sir?
Go ahead and make a dex check with disadvantage.
I was just RPing it, but
Oh, okay.
that's fine.
Then no, you don't see him.
Okay. Yeah. Do I hear him after I said that?
Yeah,
I'm
you
right.
spoke.
I'm literally right beside you.
That's what I figured. Alright, so after you drop the darkness, do you want to, I don't know, cast a spell? What's the rest of the plan?
Well, they're gonna make all the noise, hopefully, and then I'll grab the stone and cast invisibility again and just run away.
Okay, remember I did give you that
Flare.
pot.
Yeah,
Yes.
the pot flare pot. Your tube.
Right.
They call it the Aloran tube.
Oh,
Tube.
it's a puck of hay.
All right. So, what do you do?
Okay, I go back to where I was again.
Okay.
Alright, let's see how this goes. I will take the darkness out and drop it where I'm at.
I'm
The
gonna motion for Rylas.
darkness pebble.
come over
You
to
have
us.
to cast darkness on it. Darkness only
Oh.
lasts an hour, remember? So, it's long.
Oh. Rylus. We might have ran into an
Yeah.
issue. We need to cast darkness on this stone. I guess it's not so
can't really-
magical.
I can't really cast it on a thing. I can just kind of make it dark.
Oh.
Hold on 1 second.
While that's happening, can I
Well,
poke
no, I
Jin
I
to
can't do it.
like? Oh,
I can't do it. Sorry.
never mind.
I thought I had a modified version,
No, you have the
but I
darkness spell.
just have darkness spell. All right.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, give it here. I just hold my hand out.
Okay. I'm gonna say, can you just use it on that stone? Or can you use it on any... Can you just point to a stone and use it then? This pebble... Oh wait, does this... It doesn't even matter. Right? The
What?
darkness stone was useless after an hour.
The
Pretty
darkness
much.
spell will last an hour, so whatever
Yeah,
item
you could use
cast
it on any fucking stone. I throw the stone.
As soon as it leaves his hand, you see a stone just apparate in midair, fly and land somewhere.
Jesus. Fucking
Dark...
magic.
Alright, let's just fucking pick a stone, cast darkness on it. I got it.
All right, I pick up a stone and cast darkness on it.
Okay, poof! Everybody, you're all in darkness.
Jandar goes and grabs a stone and hides it.
It's in my
Okay,
hand, so I close my hand.
Okay, so as soon as you close your hand around it, everything goes visible again.
Here you
I
go.
have double
Did it.
sight, so I'm okay.
Okay, so how are you gonna give it to Jandar?
Here you go. Where's your hand, Jandar?
I'll just
Your
go
hand-
over to him and hold
hand
my
in
hand
my
out and say, just drop it.
I just not knowing where he is. I just drop it and it goes dark again.
Yeah,
And then I cover my hand. Goes
and
light
it goes
again.
light again.
And I run.
That
Over
was
here.
way,
So I have a
way more
question.
complicated than it needed to
I have
be,
a
but it's
question
fine.
for RP's sake.
Yes.
Is it like all around us? Like if someone was looking on, just go dark light, dark light, dark.
Like a bubble just of darkness just appeared, and then it disappeared, and then it reappeared.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay. And now I drop the stone.
Okay, 1 sec. I'm just gonna see if... Okay, so move your character back to over here where you had grabbed the stone from. I had to roll perception checks. One of the giants is moving because he saw the bubble. So he's gonna move... Oh, he's 40 feet. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. General stealth check. Oh, okay. So you notice him walking up from behind you, and you just quickly scoot out of the way, moving up slightly, so that you don't get in his line of sight. And you're pretty sure he didn't catch you. Now you can
Bro.
now you can go. What you're doing, Chandler?
I know that it's, what, 15 feet Yeah, this would be perfect.
15-foot diameter.
I'll drop it. I'll drop it right here.
Okay, so I'll draw a shape. That would be 15 feet? No. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Be like that. Okay, it'd be like that, and then we will move it. Where would you like it? Like right there?
Right there. Right there. That's perfect.
Cool. So you drop it and poof, darkness.
Does anything happen?
Let's see. Okay. So this one that's looking away, his like legs are in it, but he's still smacking his head against the wall, and it's not completely covering him, so he doesn't even notice that he's like half in it. You can still see him and hear him like smacking his head against the wall and going over and over, unless you speak giant. Anybody? No? Nobody speaks giant? Okay. So you can't really make out what he's saying, but he's just smacking his head against the wall.
Oh
Looks
my
like
God.
nobody else noticed, so...
Alright, well, plan number 2. I cast Eldritch Blast on him.
On which one?
But the one that's smacking his head against the
Okay.
stone.
Go ahead and make your attack roll.
He'll be right there. Hold on, I gotta, okay. And that's not what I meant to do.
Oh, nice. So, let me just double check here. The first one hits and the second one hits.
You slapped him with your Eldritch Beam.
Okay. Let's do it this way. Let's have everybody roll initiative. Currently, you're not all in combat, only Jandar, but I don't want to do things out of turn because that'd be weird, so... how do I give turn? Oh, there we go. Add turn. I'm going to give them individual because there is only 3.
Can we? We're good. Yeah.
Oh man, they've got amazing initiative scores. Okay, so that one is a 15. That one
I don't
is
know
a
why I didn't just shoot
7.
an arrow at him. That would have been smarter.
It's all good. Curious what would happen if... Okay, nothing changes, okay. Status descending. Okay, so, now that that has happened, Jin, you're first up. What do you want to do?
Is the other giant I can see reacting at all?
Which one? This one or that one?
That one.
Bottom one? Let me check.
Yeah.
See if he noticed. He did not notice and is not reacting in any way. Neither of them are.
Guess I'll start moving this way then.
Actually, Jandar, what's your spell save DC? I'm going to use that as the DC. Jandar.
Oh, 17, sorry.
17. Okay, cool. Yeah, so the other two, they don't see. So you move up.
I guess I'll just hang out here and see what happens.
Okay. I'm gonna use your previous stealth roll of 23. Okay. Thesco's turn.
I'm guessing Aloran and Brylis are not going to be difficult terrain because they're not attacking yet.
Correct.
And I'm trying to be stealthy too.
Okay.
Not that
Okay.
stealthy in armor.
So as you start moving, you hear a coming from the southern one
Okay.
and from the northern one. You hear it coming from two different directions.
Yes. 30. Can I use my bonus action for dash?
You can use your action for dash.
Action, rather. Sorry.
It's all good.
Wrong character. 10. 15. I'll probably stay there. And then can I ready an action or no?
You've already used your action to dash, so no.
Okay. So, that's what I figured. I'll go one more and stop.
Okay. Okay. This one is gonna make his movement 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. He has noticed somebody and is going to make an attack. With his great club. What is your AC? I believe that's a Lauren.
20.
20. First attack is going to be a miss.
Bummer.
He smacks himself in the foot. Natural 1.
Yeah. Okay.
Nice.
Smacks himself in the foot, and you just hear. He grabs his great club up again and tries to swing. This time he seems angry.
Does he have any more toes left?
It's funny, I
Did
say
he
it.
get natural one again?
No, look at the stream real
Oh.
quick.
Oh, thanks, bro.
The first roll's a natural 1.
Oh, and then not
I really
Maybe.
wish you.
And I
had
said,
me.
oh yeah, he swings at you angrily, and I get a nat
really-
20.
That's
Hold the
fine.
phone.
He deals 42
hold
points
on.
of bludgeoning.
Hold
Well,
on.
hold on. Rylus
What's
is
up,
right next to
Rylus?
me.
I really
What
wish you hadn't said that because I'm a protection fighter, right?
Okay.
Well, yeah.
So
I
what
have-
are you gonna do? That's fine.
Yeah, hit it.
Disadvantage? Okay. Are you
Why not?
wielding a
20?
shield?
Yeah. Oh no, I'm not. I wouldn't be. I have the horsies.
Because sometimes
Are
you're
you
sometimes you're
sitting on
dual
top
wielding,
of
so
the
I never know.
horses?
I never dual wield.
Oh, okay.
I never.
Then
Okay.
no.
The only time I've ever dual wielded is when I fought death.
Gotcha. So I mean, I'll let you choose. Like, if you want to impose disadvantage, you just have to pull out your shield. I just don't know if you would have had your
Yeah.
shield out beforehand. You let me know.
I would assume it would be easier to control a horse and a shield than like horse having your shield on than having your sword out. So I probably would.
So you'd be controlling the horse with one hand and shield with the other one?
Well, it'd be like you have your shield like this, and you could kind of hold this, like the reins in your hands with your shield. As where if you had your sword, you wouldn't really be able to hold.
Sure. Okay.
So-
We'll give him disadvantage.
I was planning on doing it anyway, and then you just happened to roll in that 20, and I feel bad.
So this one will just be a hit then, not a crit. So you actually take 19 points of bludgeoning damage.
That's like,
Ooh.
That's better.
better.
It's better.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's it for
As that happens,
guy.
here's 14, and then also not one speaker. I'm sorry. This one. So, deck save.
Okay.
DC 17.
Fails.
Okay, so he takes another 2d8. And then that'll be lightning damage.
Okay.
I think, nothing happens to him. Okay,
Damn.
he just takes the damage.
So between himself and you guys have dealt 50
Yeah.
points of damage to him already.
How's he looking after me getting
Uh,
hit and then shocking him a little bit?
He looks a little hurt. He looks like he didn't appreciate the shock very much, but perhaps he's more upset with himself than you currently.
That's kind of what I figured.
But yeah, that was a
So
pretty
I
good raid.
lost 19. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And then I still have the temporary, or I don't remember, so I'm gonna say no.
Yeah,
Honestly, I
probably
have no
not.
idea. Yeah.
That might have been from like a song of
From
rest from
prior.
Gabriel.
Yeah.
Yeah. All
I
right.
think it was from something before.
Sure. Okay. We go to Jandar. Jandar, you hear a couple of the hill giants behind you outside the darkness stirring. One seems like he's inquisitive, the other one seems extremely angry.
Okay, I'm gonna get out my bow and can't hit this one, so I'm probably gonna keep firing this one now. Now that I know they don't mean nice, or they're not
Right.
being nice to us, I will take out some arrows and unleash them.
Sure, go ahead and make your attacks with advantage. Was it both
Oh,
hit?
no, don't count the third one. The third one doesn't have.
Yeah, you only have 2 attacks, so I only assumed.
Okay.
Jesus. 32?
No. Yeah. Oof. God.
And that one. That one's number 2.
Bonus action, nothing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anything else for your turn?
That's it.
All right, we go to Aloran.
I'm gonna stay here. With my, I guess I have to cast something first. So let's. All right. So after I cast something, I'm going to attack the one ahead of me
Okay,
that looked kind of shambled.
sure.
Just with a witch bolt.
Okay.
Yeah, witch bolt level 1.
Okay, go ahead and hit the spell card for me. Thank you. Okay, cool. Go ahead and make a ranged spell attack with disadvantage.
Is it D20?
What's your spell attack bonus?
Oh, god damn it. Oh,
Okay, yeah, so that's gonna hit.
that's rare. Cool.
Well, you have a +9. The chances of you missing would have been real low.
1d12 or 2d12, I think. Or no.
You said level 1, so it's
Yeah,
1d12, and then on your next turn you can use your action to deal another 1d12, and you can do that every consequent turn.
This is lightning damage, and
Okay.
then I'm also doing Heart of the Storm.
Sure.
And I'm just selecting the giant.
Okay. So how much extra damage? Half your sorcerer
That
level.
one. Yeah, I think we just were doing. I'm 8 so far.
Cool. You give him another couple of shocks, and he just
And then
starting a little.
with my bonus action, I'm gonna use tempestuous magic.
Okay.
And I'm gonna scoot by Rylus here.
All right.
And that's probably it.
Okay.
Why you gotta do me like that, man? Trying to put me on the front line, huh?
Because it's your attack. Oh, it's his. Oh. Fuck. I thought you were right above him.
The giant number
It's a different
2.
giant.
I think
Actually,
it's the other giant.
Yeah, that's why I did it. I'm not that dumb. I figured you could kill it.
Mm.
I'm gonna roll
Pretty
1d5 or 1d3, I guess, for the direction he's gonna go. This is 1. This is 2. This is 3 because he's in darkness. cool. So he's gonna try and find Jandar. Go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Gets to the edge, is confused, and is now going to turn around. This is 1, this is 2, this is 3. And that was 25, so... He turns completely around and goes 30, 35, 40, ending his turn in the darkness.
Giant.
He's smart.
I mean, their intelligence is way up there.
Yeah.
That's the end of his turn. Rylus, 'tis your turn.
I like
Alright.
it.
So I am going to drop the reins as there is a giant behind me.
Sure.
Pull up my scimitar and can I hit it from here? Like this is.
Yeah, technically you can.
I would say I'd like climb onto the top of the wagon, and that's probably like I'm looking at his eyes at this point in time height, or is it
Sure.
like? Yeah, let's just do that then. Throw down 2 of those.
Okay.
Do they both hit?
They do. They do both hit. Go ahead and roll your damages. Woo! What's the damage type on the extra? Is that
Ice.
right?
Didn't add it.
Cold damage.
Tight.
So it's 18, 25 points of damage.
And then for my bonus action,
Mhm.
I will. Shit, still really wish I had gone. A mistake. I will rally on myself, giving myself 1d8 plus 1 temporary hit.
Okay. Go ahead.
Nice. I have 2 temporary hit.
Okay.
My turn.
All right. Then with that, we go to giant number 3. Let's see. He's gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 40. He's gonna go as far as he can. He's gonna pick up a rock and try and throw it. Let's see who he attacks. Jin 1, Thesco 2. Jin, he is going to throw a rock at you.
I'm guessing
Okay.
that's like a boulder, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, a rock for him.
What's your AC?
20.
Okay, that is going to hit. Unless you do something.
No.
Okay.
Take it in the face.
Taking it in the face. You take 23 points of bludgeoning damage as a boulder gets hurled at you. Kind of take it off the shoulder. It bounces
Alright.
off you and then rolls down the hill over here. That's it for that giant. Before the start of your turn, Rylus, Aloran, and Jin make perception checks, please. Or just tell me your passive perception, rather.
17.
14.
12. For Lauren, right? Or Thesco.
Just for Aloran.
12.
And Rylus, you said yours was 17?
Si, senor.
Okay, Rylus, you hear some noise coming from the cave directly to your left.
Shit, I didn't even see a cave there.
Oh,
Shows how
okay.
perceptive I am.
Yeah.
Oh,
You're
hey guys,
you're
there's
naturally
a...
pretty
oh,
perceptive.
I can't.
Now it's all your turn.
Hey, Bobo.
Jin, 'tis your turn.
Only he heard that, right?
Yes. Your
Okay.
passive perception was too low.
Yeah. Well, mine's really low. I figured it.
Yeah. 14 was the DC if you were within 10 feet of the entrance. Then it just gets harder and harder the further out you are. Which is why Jin
Alright.
didn't hear it either.
I'm gonna go punch this guy then.
Okay. You run on up, give him a couple whacks.
And a flurry.
Alright. So, every single one of your strikes hits, because you're a fucking monk. So it's 24, 35, 68, no, wait, 35, 48,
55 points of damage.
55 points of magical bludgeoning damage. fuck? You just did one.
In-
What two things did you ignore?
Condition immunities and damage vulnerability.
They have no condition immunities and no damage vulnerabilities.
Okay, then I'm gonna stunning strike.
Okay.
So con save DC 16.
Okay. Fail. He is stunned.
Alright, I'll end my turn.
Alright. Let's go.
I'm guessing that's like impossible to get at.
This one here, yeah, it would be. You can still attack from this one, though.
Oh, I can. Okay.
Yeah. It just wouldn't be
I'm going
flanking,
to-
because...
Cool. I'm gonna go up to him and swing away.
Sure. The first one hits, the second one does not.
Cool. With my bonus action, I'm going to use new ability I got. That's really cool. Fighting Spirit. I guess I should have done that first, but
Probably.
you know,
Wouldn't have helped on the second attack, anyway.
yeah, true. But it gains me 5 temporary hit points essentially,
Yes, it does.
and it kind of stacks, I'd imagine.
Yep.
'Cause I can use it 3 times. All right, cool. And that's it. I'm gonna stand there.
Okay. This giant here is going to move up and going to attempt to smash Rylus.
Let me know if it hits, please.
Will do. What's your AC?
21.
First attack hits.
I am going to. Oh, I can't defensive duelist. I'm not using that sword. I will take it to the face.
Okay. You take 17 points of bludgeoning damage on the first hit, and then he pulls his great club back and goes for hit number 2, which also hits. Unless you do anything.
I can't. I have the wrong weapon up.
Alright. You take another 27 points of bludgeoning damage.
Goddamn!
Okay. We go to Jandar.
Hmm.
Hmm.
How hard is it to hit this one with an arrow right now? I've assumed this one's
It wouldn't be hard at all.
pacified. Oh, okay.
You're
Like
in
there's no
darkness.
cover.
He can't see you. Yeah. I don't
Okay.
consider your allies as cover. Figure you can shoot something that's 14 feet tall.
Okay, that sounds good. I'll Hexblade's Curse that one,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna say we're probably gonna need to make a run for it. So, and then I'll shoot it with 2 arrows.
Okay. Make your attacks with advantage. Both hit.
Which one? What's he shooting at?
This.
Wait, if they're stunned, are those auto crits or no?
Let me check. I believe it just gives you advantage. Double checking. Attack rolls made are at advantage, but they are considered incapacitated, which cannot take actions or reactions. So yeah, no, it's just advantage, which you also had because flanking, and then you also had because shooting from darkness. So triple advantage.
Okay, and then he takes an extra 7 points from Hexblade's Curse.
Okay. So 18 plus 7 is 25.
Okay. I'll get right here.
Okay. So you come out shooting a couple arrows. It hits him. One of them goes straight into his eye, and he just starts wobbling a little bit. He seems to be pretty hurt. Aloran.
How's the one ahead of us looking?
This one here?
Yeah.
He looks pretty hurt as well.
Okay. I'm
Not
gonna
quite
keep-
as hurt as the one that your friends are attacking, but still pretty hurt.
Hmm. Okay, I'm
You
just
still
gonna
have
keep
Witch Bolt, so-
channeling.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm
Go
just
ahead and
gonna
roll
keep
another
channeling Witch
1d12
Bolt.
then.
Oh,
Ooh, nice.
and then also that was lightning, so Heart of the Storm, 4 more.
Okay.
Da, 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 da. And then is that it? I think that's it.
Sure.
Oh, yeah. That's it.
Jin, what's your dex modifier?
5.
Okay. Thank you. So, Lauren's turn comes to an end. We go to giant number 2, who is stuck in the darkness. This direction is 1. This is 2. This is 3. Okay. So he moves 5, 10 feet, gets to a wall, can't go any further. This is 1. This is 2. This is 3. Okay. 15, 20, 25 runs into a wall. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So that's 25, right?
Yep.
That I said?
Yeah.
Okay, so 35, 40. It's his turn. We go to
It's
Rylus.
doing really,
We should
really
do this more
well.
often. This is
Yeah.
great. Okay, I'm gonna rage because that hurt a lot. So your boy
Alright.
is raging now.
Okay.
And I'll do
2 attacks with the Ice Sword. First one hits.
so that plus 2.
Okay.
So 12, 18, 20, so
22.
22. I'm also going to action surge because fuck it, YOLO, and attack again.
Okay, well, as you stab this one,
Ah.
or slash at it in the face, it goes down as you cut its face almost completely in half.
Excellent. Okay, well then for my bonus action, I will not do that. For my bonus action, I will look at the cave. Do I see any?
Make a perception check.
Good call. Thank you.
Okay, you can see 2 much smaller figures. Looks like they're rushing towards the entrance. You can't quite make out what they are because even though you have dark vision, you are currently in the light, and that, kind of like a cat, you need a second to adjust your eyes.
I have dark vision.
I know, I'm saying, despite
Yeah.
having dark vision, you are in the
sorry.
light, so like a cat, you need a second to adjust your eyes.
Oh,
But you can tell that they are smaller, under 5 feet. There is 2 of them, and they are moving quickly.
I'm raging, aren't I? So
You
I'm
are.
just gonna kind of like look at them and go, "Rah!" and then jump off the cart. Oh, I'm moving the cart. Sorry, jump off the cart and try to land there.
Okay, go ahead and make an athletics check.
I say I do a flip and make it acrobatics.
No. Okay, you jump off and you land
I
on the
also
cart.
have an advantage because I'm doing a strength check.
Yeah, that's fine. The DC was only 12. You're fine.
Oh, okay, perfect. So that's 10, 20. Can I stand here?
No.
For 30? Shit. So just here?
Yeah.
Okay, I go to there.
Okay. Is that your turn?
Yes.
All right. This giant, his stun wears off on your turn, right, Jin?
Yeah.
Cool. He is stunned and is not going to do anything. 'Tis your turn, Jin.
I'm gonna punch him.
Okay. Go ahead and make your attack rolls. Sorry, I misclicked a couple times. Don't worry about that. Both hit. Go ahead and roll damage. So 15 points of damage.
Is he still up?
He is.
Okay, then I'll flurry.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your attacks. Both hit. Roll damage. What do you want to know?
Damage, resistance, and immunity.
Okay. So as you kill this one, you get from its lifeless corpse the knowledge that it has no damage immunities, and what was the other one?
Resistance.
Has no resistances.
Alright.
Okay. At the end.
And
Oh, go ahead.
yeah, that's it.
Okay. So at the end of your turn, which one rolled the higher initiative? Double check. Was it the first one or the second one? It was the first one. Okay, cool. You guys see a very small humanoid creature with a very long beard come running out of the cave. I'm not going to insult all of Scotland by trying to do the accent. All I will say is that there is a brogue, and I'm not going to pull it off. So he comes out and he's like, "Get him!" Noticing that you guys are all humanoids is like, "Ah, this is awkward. Where's the giants?" And is going to move. The rest of his movement gets to about there, standing on the edge. And that's the end of his turn. The next one, I don't know why the token is the giant, by the way. I think it might have been because I had it selected when I rolled the initiatives, which was my fault. Second one comes out. Same thing, only this one's like dark-haired and, you know, also beard, and I'm also not going to insult all of Scotland by doing its accent, so he's just like, "Ah! What?" They both seem to be confused. That is their turns. Let's go.
Oh, wrong thing. I guess I'm gonna be confused at what the noise was over there. And I don't know. I can't see in magical darkness, so I'm just gonna 5, 10, 15, 20. I guess stand right here.
Okay.
And then with my bonus action, oh, never mind. Nope, not doing that.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay. Then Jandar is the next one up.
I see some dwarves. I know that they'd be dwarves, I'm guessing.
Oh, yes. You all would recognize them immediately as dwarves.
Except for Thesco.
Except for Thesco, he's never seen this creature before in his life.
That's why he's getting a good, long, close look.
Yeah.
Alright.
Smelling them.
Yep.
After seeing that all the rest of the hill giants are gone, I think I'll take this one out myself.
Alright.
I'll grab my scimitar and my short sword. Attack, and attack. Oh, actually, yeah, I'll just do that first.
Okay. Go ahead and make your attacks with advantage.
And
Okay.
they probably all hit.
They do all hit. Even though
I'm
I
going
think your short
to...
sword shouldn't have proficiency, I think, right? So, but it still hits, because 29 minus your proficiency is still way above.
Yeah, okay, and I'm going to burn 3 smites on it.
Okay. Which smite?
My divine smite's not going to work.
So, as you spend your 3 spell slots, the radiant light that you would expect to come crashing through your sword onto your enemy doesn't happen. It's just, there's nothingness.
Yep.
On the last attack, you do get like a small little glimmer that you can see within the darkness, almost like a flashlight passing over a penny in a dark night. You do get a slight, glimmer from it, but aside from that, Your smites are ineffectual.
Fair enough. I did 25 damage. I'll take
Yes,
that.
you did. Precarious balancing act of playing a Hexblade Paladin. Skew too far one side, one of them's gonna be upset with you. So yeah, you give him a good couple slashes, 3 of them to be in fact, but you hear, the rest of you guys hear in the darkness, and you sing, sing from each swipe. Sounds like something messy's going on in that battle. Is that all for your turn, Jandar?
Yeah.
Lauren, 'tis your turn.
I guess I can't move the cart with all the dwarfs now. Probably not.
Yeah,
I would say
they're kind of
no.
blocking the way at the moment.
Sucks. I don't really want to leave the cart. I don't think I'd leave the cart. Let's
Okay.
split that.
All right. At the end of your turn, nothing happens. There's no legendary actions. I don't know why I said that.
I don't know.
Yeah. The giant, having just been attacked, is going to turn around and attempt to attack the person that attacked it. But not knowing where you are, he's going to have disadvantage. So the first attack, what's your AC?
It is 19.
Okay, you see it coming and you just dip out of the way of the Great Club. The second attack, as he swings back, though, does catch you in the side.
I use shield.
Shield brings your AC to
24.
24. As you see it coming, you cast shield and it blocks this mystical force. Just blocks this Great Club, bringing its turn to an end. It is confused. It's in the dark and doesn't know where it is. Probably wants its mommy. It is Rylas' turn.
So are we going off of this? Or are we going off of it being like...
I
like this?
forgot something. No, the grid is correct, but diagonals are 10, except for the first one, obviously.
Okay. And then...
I forgot to make you make a concentration check for your darkness, but it's fine.
Me?
I'm not gonna go back and retcon 2 whole turns.
True. Fair enough. Well...
We'll say you passed, it's fine.
Ironic, though. Oh, shit. So... 40, and I'm gonna drop darkness.
Okay. So you drop
And I'm
concentration on darkness.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot that dude. Wait, is raging melee? 1 second. Make a melee if you haven't attacked. Okay, no, I can do longbow. 2 longbow shots at that motherfucker.
Okay. The first one hits. The second one... would that be advantage on the second attack too? Or, Jason? Because he is engaged.
It's up to you.
I can't remember how I've been ruling that. I know
Because both heroes
archers
technically
are flanking
at the same
differently.
time. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and say you have advantage on. So both of them hit.
Yay!
Cool.
And those are
16.
both +2, or is that only on melee weapon? So ignore that.
Okay, so just...
No.
Cool. But your rage is still up.
Yeah.
So it's a total of 16.
And then, hold on a second. For my
So you-
bonus action, I'm gonna kind of yell and be like, "Nobody touch my horses!" And that's
Okay. Okay. Jin, 'tis your turn.
I'm gonna start heading back towards the wagon.
Okay.
We're just gonna kind of look at the dwarves kind of weird and get back in.
Sure. Okay. This one is gonna move 10 feet. He's going to reach out and touch somebody.
I think
Lauren.
I asked this last week. I don't
What?
think the horses are willing, right?
For
teleportation.
They may be. They haven't been fed in a while, so I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, so he's gonna reach out and touch Aloran because he sees that Aloran looks a little hurt, and is gonna cast a Cure Wounds at third level.
I see this as the ogre or the giant still. So
Yeah, I
that's
know.
why
It's because I had him selected by
sorry.
accident.
That's why I was talking over. My bad.
All good.
I thought it was
Just gotta check his spellcasting
attack or
ability.
something.
Wisdom is +4 in total. Okay, so it's 3d8 +4.
So the closest one is healing me for 21.
This one here, the top one with the brown beard, is healing you for 21.
Okay. Well, yeah, that tops me off regardless of the 21. Just 20. 19 would have been good, but
Cool. The other one here is going to...
wow.
Let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You're just gonna run up, pulls out a hand axe. Yeah, you can hit him.
Do it. Fucking crit.
Let's see.
If he hits me,
We will kill them all.
Okay, yeah, he natural 20.
What? He did?
Yep.
Hell yeah, dude. I was screaming
So,
crit.
yep, it's on stream. Does 13 points of damage to him. Cool. Jandar, you just see like this hand axe just appear right in the giant's face. And then he's actually gonna throw another one. That one also hits. Okay. So the first one like lodges right between the eyes. The second one hits directly on top of the other hand axe, further burying the first one deeper into the skull. This hill giant looks like it's had a rough fucking day. Fesco, your turn.
I'm going to. Yeah, I'm gonna use all of. Well, I want to try to use all of my movement to get into the cart. Is that
Sure. We can just say, what, 20 feet? Just move
Cool.
yourself onto the cave.
okay? I'm into the cart.
Okay, cool. Is that it for your turn?
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, as I walk by the brown beard dwarf that just healed Master,
Yep.
I'm gonna like hold up for like a high five. I guess.
He
You
just
drive by?
slaps your hand a little bit.
Yeah.
All
I'm
right.
just gonna open.
Solid. Jandar.
I say everyone stay away. I'll finish this, and I will use a bonus action Hexblade's Wrathful Smite,
Okay.
and I will attack with my bonus action too.
Sure.
Well, I'll attack 3 times still. Whatever.
Wrathful Smite requires... Sorry, what?
It's a bonus action on your first attack. You can do 1d6 psychic damage.
Okay, so you'd only be able to attack twice then. Your short sword would be your bonus attack. Or your bonus action.
Oh, that's true.
So,
So the
it's
short
one or
sword
the
doesn't count.
Okay.
Yeah.
Either way, the scimitars both hit, so go ahead and roll damage. Which one are you attaching the smite to?
I'll attach to the very first.
Okay, so as you slash out with your scimitar and you bury it quite deep in its stomach, it falls over dead, and you just take another and just cut it again, just for extra measure, killing the...
That's actually rolled 92. Sometimes attack a creature when it's down just to make sure that it's actually dead.
Right, no, that makes
Double
sense.
tap.
Cool. That is the end of combat. So yeah, Combat comes to an end.
Rylus, thank you for the arrows.
The dwarves kind of walk over.
Ugh.
This one just walks past you guys and collects his 2 hand axes.
Hey, where do you keep those?
Comes back. Goes, I keep them in my pack. Right here on my belt. You just look over.
I got
and
one of
see
these.
Attached to his belt, he's got like 4 hand axes.
I got one of these. This is where I keep stuff. And I
Hey,
show them
what's
my
a-
holding?
We're out of initiative, right?
Oh yeah.
So what were you doing in that cave?
What weren't we doing in the cave? No, but seriously, that's where we live.
Well,
Do any of you know feel good magic? Make me know hurt as much.
Hey. Calm
the-
down.
The brown or the black bearded individual looks at you and goes, yeah, I believe I can. Hold on a sec, I'll go get my friend. As soon as I'm done peeing, I'll do that. So you guys roleplay.
All right, I'll stop asking you questions then.
I'll say Rylus, I got you for a second. So
I'm
I
moving
give
up
him
the
a
cart,
high five.
by the way.
And
Taylor,
you give
can
me
move
10
it up
HP?
for me?
Oh, yeah. Where do you want it?
Right where. That's perfect, but spin it the other way. So the head's over
Whew,
here.
sorry about that.
Perfect, thank you.
Really had to pee. Since like we started the stream, I couldn't hold anymore.
So I'm gonna put my guy over there because he's in
Sure.
the cart. Jin, you wanna hop in the cave? Cool.
The other one,
I'm
to answer Rylus's question, the other one's gonna come over and heal you as well
Mm,
for 11.
feel good magic.
okay. Now that you're back,
Yep.
I'm gonna hop off the cart and walk over. Has this one healed me? Yeah. And I'm just gonna like hold out my hand. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Ah, you're welcome, strong, tall people. Shakes your hand.
I couldn't help it. As soon as you ran out, you seemed kind of relieved that it was perhaps a group of adventurers instead of something else.
Well, we used to send a bunch of trade caravans all over the world. South to Prissa, Kurik out there, even Trellis, Viscate a couple times, Yona, just around. And the Hill Giants kind of moved in a while back, and they've been kind of rampaging around here. And luckily, they can't get into the cave because they're too big. It made it very difficult for trading and whatnot. And then we heard a commotion, so we were the 2 guards on duty, so we came out. And every now and then, we find some people out for a hike that get mobbed to death by Hill Giants. So I'm just glad that you guys could at least take care of yourselves a little bit.
Do you know if there was any more in these hills?
Oh yeah, lots of them. They're they're kind of an
You have a-
infestation.
Oh, so you don't have a finite number.
At last count, 31. Make that 28.
Aren't all numbers finite? Whoa.
I'm gonna look over at Rylus. Hey, calm down there. I'm not the smartest, but I'm not as bright as you with numbers. So you said 31.
Well, yeah, and then
Minus-
there's these 3. So
Perfect.
Yeah.
I just want a full tally.
that was last count. I mean, they could have spawned. They could have got more. They could have died off. I don't know.
How do giants spawn more? I'm gonna look around.
Presumably by sleeping with female giants. I'm not sure.
Gender, do you know?
I'm gonna do a history check on hill dwarfs or hill giants section.
Sure.
Oh, that's specific.
Yeah, you don't know.
I don't know.
I remember.
Rylus, do you remember anything?
Please. Me remember things. Okay, fine. I'll think.
Okay. You know that hill giants are selfish, dim-witted brutes that hunt, forage, and raid in constant search of food. They blunder through hills and forests, devouring what they can, bullying smaller creatures and defeating them. Their laziness and dullness long ago would have spelled their end if not for their formidable size and strength. Particularly in relation to how they reproduce, it's similar to how humans do it.
I say all of that verbatim.
Yeah.
Sorry. Weird facts, okay? I have a meta question for you, though, Jay.
Sure.
So I speak Dwarven because of my Belt of Holding. Or, not Belt of Holding.
Belt of Giant Strength.
Or
Dwarven
I thought it was
strength.
Dwarven kind. Dwarven
Dwarven
kind.
kind, you're right.
Am I aware of the fact that I can speak Dwarvish now? Dwarven? Or is it just like...
You
I just
haven't
randomly
yet...
will understand it?
You haven't yet heard somebody speaking Dwarven.
Yeah, he only
When
picked
they
up a couple
do,
words.
you're going to be able to recognize it, and like your brain will automatically translate it. You'll think probably because of your intelligence that everybody's speaking common, but your party mates will be like, "What?
Okay.
These ones
yeah.
are speaking common to you then."
Yeah. I was
And-
just curious. Because I couldn't like just randomly start talking Dwarven right now is what I was asking.
No, when
Yeah,
you
probably
picked up you picked up some words prior, but that was also because of your intelligence, probably.
Well,
Actually, I think it was Kel that had picked it up before because he speaks giant.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
I think so. I can't remember.
Well, he doesn't
Um,
speak giant. No one actually.
Well, what
speaks giant.
Oh, okay.
what kind of cave do you have in there?
Well, it's our home actually. It goes into the mountain and then it goes to the stronghold, and it's where the royal
so-
family is. And
So you're saying we just? And I kind of look over to our group and kind of hold my arms up. We just did a noble deed.
one of them just kind of chuckles and goes, "I guess you could say that."
Doesn't that mean
Sure,
you have to feed
yeah.
us? Well, this is just kind of holler over his shoulder.
I'm just gonna kind of walk off in the distance and look happy.
It's the least that we could do if you guys are interested in having some food and some beverages.
Hey, that sounds great. And I'm just gonna walk off and go pray.
Okay.
I'm gonna hop out of the cart at the sound of beverages.
Okay.
I am gonna say. So you say there's 28 more hill giants, yes?
Well, at last count, yeah.
If we were able to get rid of them, so to speak, could you make some trade routes with a few towns and actually stop trading with one?
Presumably you'd have to talk to our king. Kralin takes care of all of the trade and whatnot, but you can certainly speak to him. I'll introduce you if you'd like, and you can take it up with him.
Yeah, I think that might be a good thing. I would like to maybe assist you, as long as everyone else is in agreement. It might be a noble cause.
All right. So what are you guys doing?
I'm praying.
I'm down for free.
Somebody's trying to change their alignment.
No, I'm actually being completely neutral because I want
Yeah.
them not to trade with.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
I know. It was
No,
the noble
I-
cause comment that I was like,
That how? No, I was actually. I don't know. No matter. Anyway, I'm praying.
Okay. So the dwarf leads you guys over here or the dwarves lead you over here to
Oh.
the cave.
Okay,
Lauren,
well, I'm
we'll
over here
come
then.
back. Yeah, we'll come back to your prayer in a second.
That's
So he leads you all over to the cave. You don't have to worry about dragging your thingy there. I will switch the screen to the dwarven city and explain what all is going down with that. We'll take our break a little bit early here. The rest of you guys can go on break. Bob, stick around for your prayer, and we'll deal with that, and then we'll take a break. So, you guys can look at the dwarven city. Oh, I will remove the grid, though, because that is obnoxious if you're trying to look at a really good picture.
Okay.
There. That is the
very
interior.
Tesco was gonna go with them
Mhm.
because Lauren was fucking off, but after.
Okay.
Oh, we'll go to them.
Yeah. So the brown-haired dwarf goes with you guys and leads you further. You guys notice that the black-haired one kind of hung out near the entrance, said, well, I'm going to wait for your friend, make sure he doesn't get lost on his way back in. And then,
All right,
yeah,
sounds good.
you three can go on break. We'll deal with Bob real quick, and then we'll take our break. That means headphones off, Taylor. Oh, he's got them muted. I see. So, your prayer.
Okay.
So, what do you pray?
So I wander off,
Mhm.
and yeah, I wouldn't know of anything changing,
Right.
and nothing has really changed for me. I don't know. I think it would just be, hello. I'm just checking in. I just wanted to make sure everything was good, and I haven't seen any of the dragons. They said they were gonna be kind of watching over us, but I'm not quite sure about that, and I just wanted to make sure your plans were being sought after, and if you needed anything, I am your champion, and I will look after your wishes to the holy system.
As you're like midway saying that, you just hear this gentle wind brush through that very much sounds like shh. And you just hear this voice coming from nowhere that says, "You've done well. Do not worry. Everything is fine. Also, I feel like I should update you since our last interaction.
Oh, I like updates.
Yes, you no longer pray, so to speak.
Oh.
You have a direct line. As a champion, if you ever need me, simply find yourself some solace and reach out. I'll be here."
So I do. How do I exactly contact you? Do I speak your name or?
Well, preferably not the name, that might get you killed. But
Well,
similar to
I-
praying, just keep me in your thoughts, think what you need to say. I'll hear it. We are connected now more than probably anybody has ever had a right to be with a god. I have big plans for you. Stay safe.
You too. Take care.
You hear a thunder crash and a small little chuckle within that thunder crash.
I'm just gonna hurry up to the group,
Okay,
however long that takes.
sure.
Whatever.
Yeah, that conversation only took merely seconds. The other dwarf kind of grabs you and says, your friends were up ahead. If we run, we can catch them. And kind of runs you up. This is where we'll go ahead and we'll take our break. So stream, stay tuned. We'll be back in, 5 to 10 minutes. We're just going to go on break. And yeah, we'll see you soon. Sub, Twitch Prime. It's free.
Inarius, Blood Nova, Necro.
What Paragon, dude?
Oh, dude, I'm only like 300.
Oh, dude, I'll carry you later. I got you, fam.
All right. Well, we are back. Welcome back. Yeah, I got this other medieval. Ignore the horses, because they don't really apply, because there's no horses down here. But the forge sounds is similar.
Or the sheep.
Yeah. Look, I just wanted to change up the music, and there wasn't a lot of choices. But okay,
Is
so
that
you
like
guys.
molten lava?
Yeah, like suspend your disbelief a little bit, all right? So you guys are brought deep through this cave. About a minute goes by before running up behind you is the black-haired dwarf, and your friend Lauren comes running up, and they join you guys. You guys get brought through the cave, and it opens up into a massive cavern, which, as you look around, you can see what it looks like on screen. I put the picture up there for you. You're brought there, and the dwarves look at you and say, "Welcome to our home."
Ooh, this reminds me of home.
Was
I apologize
able to bring the
if
cart
it's a
in?
little bit hot for you guys.
Was I able to bring the cart in?
No, you wouldn't have been able to.
What about the horses?
The
The
cave
horse
and
would be left outside.
Wait, hold on. Was the cave opening too small for the cart?
Yes.
What
Okay.
about the horse?
Yeah, so with that, I'm going to, because I was kind of in charge of them at the moment,
Right.
at least. Especially because I was last. So I'll unhook the horses
Sure.
and grab both of them. Do an animal handling check.
Sure. Okay. Despite being hesitant, you managed to kind of coax them to trust you a little bit. Where do you take them?
Okay. I'm going to slowly lead them in.
Okay.
As I grab them, can I have grabbed bread?
Sure.
Sweet. I'm gonna feed them after I had already coaxed them. I'm gonna feed them that way it doesn't
Okay.
influence anything. And then start walking in.
Okay. You manage to get them, the horses, about 20 or 30 feet into the cave before it narrows too much for them, but you find them a nice spot, tie a rope around a stalactite that's hanging out there, and tie them up.
Oh,
Leave a little bit of
really?
water and some bread. Yeah, you can't bring them, like, totally inside. The
Okay.
cave just goes
Alright.
really skinny and really small at a couple points.
Is it hot in there for them?
Oh, yeah. If you somehow were to get them through the, like, 3 to 4 foot opening...
Where I'm leaving them. Is it
Oh,
hot?
it's warm. It's not hot.
If
but-
I leave them back a little bit,
I'll say you kind of gauge that while it's warm, it wouldn't be terribly unpleasant where you left them. They'd definitely be out of the cold of outside and out of any danger, but perhaps bringing them any further might be detrimental.
can I leave them halfway in the middle then?
Sure.
Split the difference of
Sure.
danger and okay.
Okay. So yeah, you're fairly certain that they'll be all right.
Sweet. I'm gonna head in.
Okay. You catch up with the group, and you guys are overlooking a fantastic stronghold. You see pyramids and houses and stuff built into the mountain. Lava flows from above and through all kinds of crevices here or there, as well as through the 2 tankards of a dwarven king standing at the front of the as the dwarf points out to you. The king resides over in the smaller pyramid there to the right. Just past that dwarven king statue.
Can you set up an audience with him for me?
Yeah, very well. Follow me. He leads you across the bridge over here. Leads you up at the base of the statue. The heat coming off of the lava pool is sweltering. Like, it is hot. You guys are feeling very uncomfortable about it. Except for Jin. Seems completely fine. Because he's immune to fire. For the day, or something like that. If I remember right. Is it fire today?
No.
Oh, okay, then yeah, you're sweltering too. Just sweat. Just,
Aw.
ugh.
Too bad. I was gonna throw them in.
Yeah. Well, lava is different than fire too, so lava damage would be. Anyway,
I know.
so as you guys are walking across this bridge, like it is, whew, it's tough. But you guys manage to get past. The dwarves are just kind of looking at you like rookies. And they lead you through, and at the base of the statue, they lead you up the stairs and into the royal pyramid there. The black-haired one hangs out with you, and he's like, we'll wait here while the other one goes in and sets up the audience. So you guys have a minute or two to talk or plan or whatever.
So, Jandar, what's your plan?
I think I kind of feel bad with what happened in that town. I'm looking over because I think the dwarf is probably listening in.
Make a perception check,
Oh,
or rather, I guess insight.
I'm gonna lean closer. Oh, you mean the one where we all woke up and we were kicked out because of you?
A little bit.
Jandar, he seems disinterested. While he is glancing over at you guys every now and then, you kind of get the impression it's just to make sure you guys don't run off. Doesn't really seem too concerned with your conversation.
Okay, I'll say what we could probably do is get rid of this hill giant threat, which should be pretty simple. We handle 3 very easy.
You know what we shouldn't do?
Hmm.
Slicey.
Thank you, Rylus. Thank you. I will not slicey.
Indeed, you know, every time you have the impulse to just fucking shank anything that walks by you, just shank me, and then I'll shock your ass back, and then you'll come to your senses.
I've only shanked one person.
It's
Everyone
fine.
else has been under.
Is that a deal? And I'm gonna hand out my arm. Anytime you have that, yeah, okay.
So while you're having this conversation, like Kel just kind of like leans over your shoulder, Jandar, and in your ear. If the others want to roll perception, maybe they'll hear it. But low
Oh
enough for
yes.
Okay,
Wait,
go ahead and roll
what's
perception.
happening?
Kel's
Yeah.
about to whisper to Jandar.
Hell, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll
Okay,
hear
so
Kel.
Rylus, you hear it, but Kel leans over for Jandar and just kind of leans in next to your ear and goes, I'm not really an authority on these kinds of things with the killing of random people, but maybe just tone it down a little.
Whoa. Big words coming from him.
And
Indeed.
and Gabriel just kind of looks over and is like, nah, he's fine.
Isn't your nickname Kid Killer Kel?
Kel just kind of looks at you and is like,
Or
"Aw."
or Kel the Kid Killer? Any way you slice it, really. It's
That's
all
the one.
Well, Lauren, you didn't hear that, but let's pretend you did, and that's what happened.
Oh, damn. You're right.
Oh, good.
Yeah. So yeah,
I'll
only
say-
Rylus and Jandar heard that. Sorry.
I'll say we'll talk to the king. We'll probably, if you guys are okay with it, we'll see if we can get a reward for removing their hill giant threat, and we can set up some favorable deals with Trellis and the quarry and everything. And maybe not have them go trade at Keurig at all. Yeah, we can overlook that city.
Just like we did. What? Who said that?
Yeah, exactly. You're right there, Rylus. I don't even know what city you're guys are talking.
What's your guys' passive perceptions?
17.
14.
Wow.
15.
Okay. Rylus, make a wisdom saving throw.
Always fun. Oh, always fun.
Okay. You succeed.
What happened?
You notice Gabriel kind of moving his hands in a familiar way and whispering some words under his breath. You feel the pull of something on your mind as Gabriel's just saying, "You didn't shit yourself." As he tries to cast Modify Memory, but you resisted the effects.
Can I
You
let this
remember
happen?
that you shit yourself.
Oh, I was just say, can I let this happen? Gabriel, don't. Those are. I
I'll
need
ask you
those
this.
memories.
Are you willing?
No, because I want it to be part of my shame
Okay, then
of failing to
you
take the time.
remember that you crapped yourself.
Gabriel, I need those memories so we don't do it again.
Gabriel just looks at you and goes, sorry.
Gah.
That was my one direction from Derek. He just told me to do that, so I had to try while you had a second. Okay, so anything else you guys want to do while you're waiting?
How long are we gonna wait?
Yeah, where are we waiting?
You guys are
There's-
waiting just
In the
inside
temple?
that door.
Yeah, okay.
So, question for you: Are
Yeah.
we waiting long enough to roll some hit die?
So far it's only been like a minute. You don't know how long
Shit.
it'll be.
Do you need some... Oh, you actually never got the healing from that dwarf, did you?
He did. It just wasn't very strong.
I'm gonna
Did you
look
get the
at
10
him.
from your brother?
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
dude, I got chunked.
No kidding.
I'm gonna look at him.
I took like 60
how
points
does
of
he
damage.
look?
Make a medicine check.
I mean, I'm cleric.
I'm a little
Yeah.
bleedy.
Yeah, he looks like he's got a couple of purple spots, and they're starting to turn a little yellow. He looks a little bruised. You've seen him in better condition, but you've also seen him in significantly worse condition.
I'm gonna walk over to what I think is the third biggest hole on him right now. Like if he has puncture wounds.
Oh no, it
The
was a great
third-
club. It was all bludgeoning.
Oh, all bludgeoning.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I'm just gonna walk over and where I see the impact, like a couple inches away, I'm just gonna like poke him rather hard.
Ow.
You just should stop bitching.
Fight a giant. Leave me alone.
I was fine with a couple attacks.
Me
I
too.
was sorry. I tried to stop a club with my face.
I'm pretty sure I actually did more damage to him than he actually did to me.
That's because you ran away.
All is fair.
In
About
war and war. Wait, what?
about a couple seconds as you know you guys are through this conversation, one of the dwarves comes back, the other one comes back and says, okay, well, if you'd like, King Kralin will see you now.
So wait, did you heal me?
No, I just shoved my finger into your wound.
Oh. Rude.
After assessing what you're at, no, I didn't heal you.
You're not a nice man.
I'm not a cleric, really.
The other cleric, before you're walking in, notices you wincing from the pain, and he goes, I'll take care of that. Hold on.
And I'm also debating that.
He heals you for 6.
Well, I expected it to be higher.
So did I. 2 natural ones.
I figured if I made you, like, wince from pain, it would make him heal you. Sorry.
Is like the healing magic not your guys' specialty down here? So you like mostly do fire stuff?
The other one just kind of looks at you and goes, no, that's not how it works at all. I am a cleric. I am a healer. I don't know why that one.
Like I'm supposed to know what they mean.
Are you sure you are? I don't know after.
Don't
after seeing
antagonize
last
him.
witness.
Don't
he seem-
antagonize him. You know what happened last time.
He seems truthful, and he pulls out a symbol around his neck. He pulls it out, and it looks like a balanced scales and manacles. And he says, I am a follower of Graydon, and blessed be his name. I channel his holy might to smite the enemies and heal the friends.
You obviously heal the friends very greatly under his name. And I just walk away.
Just kind of mutters under his breath, like, well, I
I
healed
guess
you
it's
just
okay.
fine.
I guess it's okay because we're acquaintances.
Indeed
We
you
just
did.
met. I understand that was acquaintance magic, not friend magic.
It's okay.
Your relationship
I-
hasn't gotten to that level yet. Okay, so he leads you into a very large chamber where you can see there's a couple of different statues. All of the figures kind of look the same. It's almost like the same male face on each statue. And as you're walking through, you can see there's a total of 12 of them. The most recent two, one on the far left and one on the far right, closest to the throne. It looks like this hall gets added to probably every 20 years, because you can see like where it had stopped and then new digging had started. And that happens every probably 2 pillars or so. And the 2 most recent ones you can see on the right is a statue of the king himself, who is sitting on the throne directly ahead of you. The one to the left looks kind of similar, only there's a little bit of damage to the statue. But you are brought in front of the king, and he kind of steps up, walks forward, and extends his hand to each of you to shake.
I'll shake it first.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll shake.
He shakes all of your hands and says, welcome one and all, to the kingdom. My name is Kralin. I am the king of the dwarves. Welcome to our home. What can I do for you?
We've seen that you've had a problem with some giants up above. And we have a way to get rid of them.
Interesting.
Yeah, and by getting rid of them, I mean mercilessly slaughtering them.
Even more interesting.
Yeah, I guess I shouldn't be so rude. My name is Jandar Marivaldi, and this is Rylus, my brother. We have been coming through, meeting with different townships and kingdoms, and hoping to make alliances as we are trying to reunite the Empire under one again.
Noble goal. You might well then know that the kingdom of the dwarves has always been independent from those of you that are above ground. We will stay as so, but if you have the need for trading or any fine dwarven smelted armors and weapons, feel free to bring your patronage here, and we will always look favorably upon you.
Right. No, that exactly. I just wanted to give you a little bit of information about us.
I appreciate that.
So we would like to remove the hill giant threat, but in return, we would like to have some favorable trade routes established between the towns that are already united under the Marivaldi banner.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh, okay.
Whew. Alrighty.
Still a 1. That's still a 14, luckily.
Yeah. Yeah, 1s and 20s do not, on skill checks, do not denote successes or failures automatically.
Right.
But
I
like,
was-
fuck, is that a shitty roll?
I was
Yeah.
inside checking him to make sure he was who he said he was, and who.
Okay. Yeah, he seems completely confident. You didn't pick up any word of lie. There was no hesitation in anything that he said. You're fairly certain that he is who he says he is.
Okay.
He looks at you, Jandar, and says, well, while I do appreciate the sentiment, we would gladly open up trade with any cities. Commerce is pretty important to us. The hill giants are a nuisance. We do have, though, plenty of manpower at our disposal. If we wish to take care of them, then we will. However, that being said, help is not necessarily something to be scoffed at. We could definitely pay you for the trouble of taking care of it, though, like I said, a little bit longer extension, we could probably just take care of it ourselves, but I definitely appreciate the offer.
Well, we did just take care of 3 of them in a matter of probably under 3 minutes.
Very well, that you did, I was told. I believe the Royal Scribe will be here any minute to pay you for your deeds.
Oh, well, that will be mighty fine. I look over at the group, and then at Jandar, kind of like,
It's better than nothing.
At this point, you guys hear from the door behind the throne. Apparently, dwarves have creaky doors as well, despite being master craftsmen. And this dwarf that seems skinnier than all the other dwarves you've ever seen your entire life. Kind of not quite what you think of when you think of dwarf. Looks a little bit more halfling than dwarf, even though looks like a dwarf. Definitely a scrawny version, though. Kind of walks in, is like, oh, hey, the king has told me to pay, sorry, sire, how much am I paying each? And the king just kind of looks upon you guys and goes, well, way I see it, it ought to be 15 platinum each. 5 per head. They killed 3, 15 each. Does that sound fair to you guys?
I lean over to Jandar. How much is that?
It's a good amount. It's like 150 gold.
right, indeed. I believe that is probably fair.
Okay. Gabriel at this point just kind of goes, well, actually, you see, while your friends did, sorry, my lord, these two, while they did help, we did do the majority of the work, and I feel like I would be remiss if I didn't ask, let's say 20 platinum each? It's something he would have done, sorry. The king just kind of looks over at him, kind of looks him up and down, and goes, very well, 20 platinum each then. You heard him. Pay them in. The little scribe walks over and...
Is that more?
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
The scribe walks over and, okay, here you go, there's 20. Okay, here you go, there's 20, and he hands each of you 20 platinum.
I'm guessing Thasco and Alorn.
Yeah, everybody each gets 20.
Sweet.
Let me just edit the character sheets for Gabriel and Kel. Give you guys platinum. Jesus, you guys are all rich.
Rylas is still looking...
Did you guys know Kel has 350 fucking platinum?
No.
Yeah, he has a lot.
Jesus.
No,
Sorry, you guys wouldn't know that.
Y'all fucking pilfered my first character.
It's true.
Thasco's gonna walk over to Rylas. Does Rylas still look worse for wear?
He looks... yeah, the previous healing didn't really do a lot.
He's gonna hand him 4 good berries.
Okay.
I shove them down my mouth.
Oh. Okay. Make a Constitution saving throw.
I have no
I'm
idea
gonna
what a
be
good
behind
berry is.
him. To make sure
Well,
he doesn't
we'll
choke.
see. Okay, so you eat the first one. You
Mhm.
heal 1 hit point. You then eat the second one, feeling stuffed. But you manage to get it down. Give me another con save.
Do I heal from eating the second one?
Yep. So 2 hit points now. Third one. As the third one's going down, it gets a little bit stuck in your throat, and you're like, ugh. You
This
managed
was
to
a
get
mistake.
it down. You've now healed
What?
3. Give me 1 final Constitution saving
I
throw.
was gonna say, can I roll an intelligence check to see if I'm smart enough to stop eating?
No, because you said you're eating them all.
Shit.
You said
Fair
you're
enough.
scarfing them all down. Okay, you are able to get the last one down. You've never felt so full in your life.
Who gave them to me?
Lauren.
Lauren?
Thasco.
That's
Thasco? Thasco? Thasco. Where did you get those? I'm really, really, really full.
I believe Kel gave them to me. Why do you
For-
think he acts that way all the time?
For those that aren't familiar with the spell
That makes
goodberry,
so much sense.
one goodberry is enough food for an entire day. And he just ate 4. The king just kind of looks over at you and goes, "You might want to undo your breeches a little. It helps."
Just pop them off, like undo the button or the strap or whatever.
The string, yeah. While you do that, he kind of looks over at you and he's like, "Huh." And unless anybody else speaks Dwarven, you won't recognize what he's about to say, but he looks over at Rylus and he says, "Good fortune and tiding to you, brother." In common.
Oh, you too. That's very kind of you.
What the hell did you just say, Rylus?
I was. What?
Rylus, I didn't understand what the fuck you just said.
He was just speaking Dwarven.
Yeah, right. He was speaking to Dwarven. Do you not speak it?
Does everybody speak
No.
Dwarven?
Wait, hold on. Are you saying I spoke another language?
Yeah, Rylus, you did. I didn't even know you knew it.
These good berries are amazing! Oh my god! Can I have another? No,
I
No.
believe that's a bad idea.
I'm too full.
Indeed.
Oh, I groan in Dwarven.
Okay.
What's
It sounds like
Gandalf.
just more bass.
what's our next? Are we going to clear out the giant?
So will you be just paying us 20 platinum per giant that we kill?
The
If we
king just-
decided to stay and remove the threat? Or could we get something a little bit better?
You're dwarves. You
remove
make
the-
cool weapons, right?
The king just looks at you and he's just like, well, we don't necessarily need help with those. There is actually something we could use help with, though. We don't like to travel far from home, you see. So that's why, we haven't really ranged outside the mountains. We're not really in dire straits at the moment. Our stores are pretty well stocked up, but as the months dwindle on, I'm sure we will stretch out and go back to trading, but taking care of the giants will then be an issue. Right now, it's not so much. However, there is one thing that we would ask that you keep your eyes out for. If you happen to see a kind of large, ornate hammer, my brother had it when he left the kingdom, and he
What was his
hasn't
name?
yet returned. He went by Mac.
My character is gonna kind of be very taken aback and almost probably start to cry.
Okay.
Did he was a very dear friend of mine.
He looks at you, his eyes kind of narrow, and he's like, You knew him?
I knew him
I-
too.
I have his hammer.
You
And
have
I'm
it
gonna-
with you?
I'm gonna pull it out.
He just
Max hammer.
He just kind of walks up to you and he just hugs you like right around the waist because you're tall and he's not. And he's just like, "Thank you. You have no idea what this means. This." Oh, you can see like wipes away a tear from his eye and he's just like, "What happened to him?"
Well, you know how they always say hindsight's 20/20. We split a party and we were trying to get to him. I did my best. I teleported as fast as I could, but he was fighting some green werblings. And they just
And
got the best of him.
You
I
just
lean
see
over
he
to Jandar.
grabs a holy symbol and. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just saying, I lean over to Jandar saying, they broke rule 1. It's...
They did.
It wasn't a rule at the time.
I was whispering.
So, Kralin kind of grabs his holy symbol and he just kind of whispers something into it and lets it go and goes, "Well, let my brother's sacrifice be a lesson to us all. Never split the party."
That's the rule our house was founded on.
Yes.
We have many things in common,
That's
Harlan, King of the Dwarves.
that's a good rule.
I've got a bunch if you want to see them. We could compare notes.
I'm okay. This news shocks me, and telling my family will be the hardest thing I've ever had to do in my life, but the Warhammer of Kings has returned. That is great news. You guys deserve a reward for bringing it back. We must be able to do something for you. Tell you what. If you return the hammer, we will augment one of your pieces of armor in any manner of ways. We can make it tougher.
What about maybe 3 pieces of armor?
I was gonna give you advantage anyways. Even with his modifier, you would still beat it, so I'm not even gonna bother rolling it. Even if you got a natural 20, you'd still win. You guys. Very well. 3.
What if
I
you
hand
don't
it-
wear armor?
I hand it over to him.
As you do, Gabriel just kind of leans over and touches you on the shoulder and whispers into your ear and says, "Wait, I had a plan."
For the hammer.
Yes. I was hoping to be able to build a new temple for Mac and for the Mayor of Aldi's father and anyone else that this evil in the land takes, where somebody could pray and get the hammer for a little while to be able to defend themselves. People like those furbolgs could stand up. Never mind. It was stupid. It's stupid.
That's all in good, but I'd rather give it back to his family. It's
Very
rightfully theirs. No one else can use it but a dwarf.
Okay. You can see Gabriel looks visibly shaken by this whole ordeal.
I'll
Kralin
give him a
just
hug
okay. He
as I hand over
returns
the
it.
hammer.
Kralin grabs the hammer and holds it in his hand, and you guys all just hear him whisper, "Undoing the Warhammer of Kings, finally." And my brother is a terrible loss to the kingdom. It's a terrible loss. Well, whose armor wants to get augmented?
If I don't wear armor, what are we gonna...
Well, surely then you cannot be one of the 3. We work with iron and adamantium and dragon scales and basilisk
Like-
scales and
like,
Can you do weapons as well, or no?
weapons are tricky. A lot of
All
people
is
are.
fair. I just wanted to know.
We can, but weapons are tricky, and a lot of people seem to think that we are miracle workers with magic. Spell
All is
forging,
fair.
spell
Whatever
forging
was in-
takes work, and if there's already a weapon that's enchanted and we try to spell forge on it, the previous effect will be lost. So
Of course.
if you have a mundane, we could definitely augment that. But
Well, I believe perhaps we have a feast to celebrate. I didn't have the slightest clue that I was stumbling into Mac's families. Humble as all.
Absolutely. A feast
Ah.
sounds amazing. Go, set the feast. He points to the scrawny-looking dwarf, and he just kind of
And-
turns. He's
and-
like, yes, sir.
Perhaps we talk about this augmenting tomorrow.
Or at the feast. In a couple
Exactly,
hours.
sounds
Very
great.
well, yes.
What time is it? I guess.
By now it's probably, shoot, I don't know, 4, maybe 5, getting to be about dinner
Okay.
time. You guys traveled
Okay.
for pretty much all of the day.
So we could have like an hour or two to
Yeah.
ourselves.
Yeah,
Like an hour at least, probably.
yeah, to like walk around the
To talk?
city and navigate,
Yeah.
talk, whatever.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
So Kralin just says, when you're ready for dinner, come back and I'll have my guards escort you from the hall here into the dining hall.
Hey.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
You've done a noble deed today, bringing this hammer back.
I'm gonna give him a hug.
He kind of returns it with a couple of pats to your back. Or I guess to the back of your leg. And he's just
My
like,
ass.
yeah. Gives it a little squeeze. He's like, thank you. You don't know what this means. How could you?
I'm so grateful to have it back in its rightful home.
Rightful, yes.
Ooh, I want to insight check that.
I was just gonna say.
Oh.
This is absolutely where this hammer needs to be.
Yeah.
I am completely on board with your tragedy.
Jandar, I'm going to
This is-
PM you the result of that insight check.
This is my inner monologue.
God, is Chandler gonna? Chandler doesn't
He's
want to
gonna be
slice.
the bad guy again. After I look like the dumb. Well, that's okay. I am literally the dumb good guy. Sorry. I didn't realize when I made this character, but I'm literally the stupid good character. So, whoops.
Well, you used to be the stupid good character, right? question mark?
Well, I'm stupid good, but I also have a god that's chaotic. Probably fuck everybody.
Fair enough.
I mean, I told you his backstory. I told everybody.
Yeah,
So
that's true.
we'll see. I feel like me being good is kind of more RP because now I'm like, I don't know. I could be even stupider to what's happening.
Check your PMs.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. The king just kind of holds the hammer up and says, "Thank you," and turns and walks back and sits at the throne and sets the hammer down, and he's just looking at it.
What I'll say, King.
Yes.
What you look at it so intently, I'm just curious on why it's so important.
Did Jandar move closer to him?
I did not.
How far away are you?
I'm decently far away, and I am
By
out of
this
stabbing
point,
distance.
you guys be about 20 feet away.
Thank you
he-
for clarifying.
Yeah, out of stabbing distance. 20 feet away, he walked back up the small steps to get onto the throne. He
Okay.
just kind of, he looks at you and goes, well,
I'm gonna shadow the
Jandar?
guy up on the up on the throne.
the
And I'm
king?
just gonna walk. Yeah, I'm just gonna walk up and just like non-conforming, just like walk
Okay.
up.
As you try to ascend towards the throne, he just kind of raises his hand towards you.
I'll stop.
Okay. And he looks back to Jandar and says, "My brother, he was a great man. He was a great dwarf. We didn't always see eye to eye. he thought he knew better for the family, and he stole the hammer and left.
Can
This
I
hammer-
do an insight
Okay,
check
yeah.
on the stealing?
Sure.
Yeah, I was gonna as well, but
Yeah.
If anybody else wants to, you can.
we all.
Yeah,
Okay.
well.
Yeah,
I didn't
absolutely.
know if it-
Yeah. So each one of you, he seems to be telling the truth. His brother, at least according to King Kralin, stole the hammer.
And what was your brother's name?
It was Mac. Makur Thronehammer.
How old does this guy look?
Within a year or two of Mac. And dwarf age is hard to tell. Like, anybody from like
Totally.
30 to like 120 all looks the same.
I'm
But-
a half elf, so I think I would kind of have an idea.
Unless you spend a lot of time with dwarves, it's very hard to
That's
discern
fair.
age. So,
Then I'll
but he
vote.
does say, like, when he left, he took the hammer. The hammer, its name is Undoing, the Warhammer of the Kings. It's been in our family for years and years and years. Every previous ruler has held it. Look around, you can see the statues. Those are all the former kings. Our father is the one right over there behind you. Mac is there to the left. There's a little bit of damage on the statue. I am there to the right.
So Mac was a king.
He who holds the hammer is king.
We did have a true hero adventuring with us.
Hey, Lauren,
Yes.
does that mean you were king?
I couldn't wield it. I wasn't worthy.
So,
I'm sorry, and I'm gonna look up at the king. I'm sorry. I will admit I did try to wield it. It looked like a mighty hammer.
it is, but only a dwarf can hold it. Well, wield
It's
it.
true. This is true.
It is bound to our blood. But
After finding it was bound here blood, I knew my only hope was to give it back to its rightful owner. And I'm gonna look at the king again
Mhm.
as I say that.
okay. Yeah. When you say rightful owner, he you see a little crack in his facade. He kind of gives a quick little smirky kind of smile. And you can see his eyes kind of squint a little bit, like he's amused for like a quarter of a second. And he
Can I
says,
check that?
sure,
With what?
that's just an
Would that
insight.
be another insight?
He seems amused that you use the word rightful. He seems to fully believe that it applies to him.
Cool. Perfect.
And he looks at you guys and says, like I said, you didn't know what you brought back, but this is important to us. At this point, Gabriel kind of speaks up and he's like, excuse me, my king? If I could inquire, where was the weapon forged? Kralin just looks over and... I am ashamed to say something like this was not crafted here. About 200 years ago, it was forged in a crafting method that has been lost to the ages. When elves and dwarves worked together, it was crafted and spell forged by the elves. Our craftsmanship with their spell forging created the bindings on it that are on it to this day.
I
If you
remember.
can find somebody that can do that, then maybe they'll build you something. I'm sure
I
the cost
believe-
would be enormous, but
I believe with your augmentation and someone else that we can find in this realm, we could craft something just as good.
he looks at you and says, well, if there's any of them left that know the techniques, it'll be expensive. But
I'm gonna look over to Jandar and scoot closer, and then try to whisper. I don't know how close I am to the other people, but I'm trying to be away. Perhaps now is the time to forge the alliance.
I think. He was already kind of against it. The forwarding the trade routes, he wasn't so. He was
That's fine.
inclined to do.
Just forge the alliance as a whole.
I could try again. He wasn't so keen on it the first time. He said he was independent.
Well, now that we've given the hammer back.
Okay. I'll look over at Gabriel, because my persuasion rolls have been really... I look over at Gabriel and I'm like, Gabriel, assist me here. I'm going to try to hopefully get the king to join forces under us.
Gabriel just kind of nods at you and says, "You lead. I'll back you up."
I kind of understood that. I will say, King, since King Crowlin, since we've gotten you back this hammer that makes it your rule for this mountain, I think you think a little favorably of the group that has brought it to you. I know that you will be helping augment 3 of our pieces of gear, but I hope that we can work an even closer alliance now that we were able to assist you in making sure that it went back to the rightful heir of the weapon, or the weapon went back to the rightful heir.
Gabriel speaks up and says, "After all, if we had not given you back your hammer, you would not be king?" And then I'll leave this to you. Do you want Gabriel to make the persuasion check, or do you want to make it with advantage?
Oh, I'll make it with advantage. Oh,
Okay.
Jesus.
Yep, go ahead then.
We both have the same persuasion, so...
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Then yeah,
So I
he's
was
going to give
leaving
you
it up to
advantage.
you.
Okay.
Hell yeah, brother.
Okay.
You didn't need advantage though. They're both the same fucking roll.
Yeah.
Okay, so King Krowlin kind of takes the hammer and sets it down in front of him, like between his legs, and kind of leans forward, kind of resting his hands on it, and puts his chin up on his hands and says, "Tell me what you propose."
Well, you'd still be independent, but you would be definitely under the Marivaldi Empire. To say it's an empire is a little facetious, I guess. It would be more the upper levels are under the Marivaldi Empire. You're still, again, your own independent state.
What about a coalition? Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt.
Rylus.
What?
Coalition does work. Thank you, Rylus. Thank you, Rylus. A coalition. I'd even go so far as again, you'd be under our protection, but you would be assisting us in sending maybe some of your craftsmen, some of your supplies to some of the towns that I'm rebuilding and refortifying. And in return, again, like I said, favorable trade routes, and you are your own independent country. You just are under the Marivaldi umbrella. Parasol. And I'll even go so far as there is a quarry in Trellis, if you know where that is. I will give you rights to dig there and to use it, and basically for that we would receive some of the profits that you make from it, as well as it would be temporarily under your ownership.
Let's talk numbers. How much is the split at the mine?
The split at the mine. Will you be able to fortify the town and provide resources to Trellis as well? That town is very destroyed, so I need as much help as I can to rebuild it and get it ready for settlement.
If we come to an arrangement, we can make it work.
I will say 70-30. 70 us, 30% you. I'll roll another persuasion check if you want.
No, you don't need to. I'm gonna go off the previous ones. If he starts trying to haggle you, then it'll be contested persuasions both ways. But yeah,
and even a show of good faith, we will also. I'll look around and see if everyone's in agreement. Remove the hill giant threat.
I'm down to fight some more giants.
Well,
Yeah.
with the platinum per head, perhaps.
Correct. Exactly.
Perhaps not
What?
one giant and platinum per person, but we can negotiate there. I feel if we extinguish 27 giants per our party, we might be kind of running you out of business.
The king kind of sits back in his chair and says, "Very well. Is this your entire proposal?"
I'm missing something. Help fortify towns. Help do
Per-
trade.
Perhaps you also help fortify up to where is this on the map? How far out from?
You guys are about half. No, but you guys are about a third the way from Kirk to Prissa. So if
Jay,
you guys
I'm
are
gonna,
about here.
Oh, we're
I'm
way
gonna
up
talk into my
there.
amulet
Yeah.
at this point in time,
Okay.
so only Jandar can hear me. Like, you should ask him about the demon we fought, the Jarek person. That might be a thing that could come up.
Wait, what do you mean, Rouse? I'm confused. Oh, the. What should I ask him?
I don't know. Like, is he here? Because that dude seems to be all over the place.
Oh, yes. I see what you're
If
saying.
he's here, that's probably not a good thing.
Right. King Krellin. Did I get his name right? Krellin.
Krallin.
Krellin? Is it
No.
Krellin?
No, it's
Krallin.
Krallin.
Crawling in the
Think
river.
Krellin from DBZ, only an A.
Yeah. I'll say there is one. It's a little off topic. There is one question though. Have you had any recent visitors?
He says, "You guys don't like to stick onto one thing at a time, do you? Negotiations first, talk after."
No, fair enough.
Was that all?
Oh, I'm gonna look over to Gabriel and hope I didn't forget anything else, because I'm pretty sure I did forget something.
Gabriel just kind of looks at you and is like, I think that's it.
70-30 helps fortify town.
Yeah.
I do believe that's it.
Krellin says, "Very well. So, to your whole plan as you present it, I will say no. However, there are just only a couple things I will say can't be done. First off, any talk of us being under a Marivaldi umbrella, strike that. We will remain independent. If you like, I will say that we could set up a arrangement where we only trade with Marivaldi aligned towns and no one else."
I will accept that agreement.
Very well. For the other thing, the mine, 70-30. That sounds interesting. However, I'm sure you know, dwarves, we are quite naturally skilled miners. If you were to take this town and put all of the people to work, not in 10 years could they do the work that we can in a year. So for this, I propose a split of 60-40. You will get much more money much quicker than in the long run. It will be less overall, but it's more money quicker.
I don't
60 for us then, right?
Yes.
Oh, I'll look around. I think 60-40 is fine.
These numbers are changing and I don't really understand it.
That's alright, Riley.
One's getting smaller, one's getting bigger.
Yeah, I know. It's okay.
Wait, no, this is negotiating. I'm good at this.
Kel speaks up and is
Realist.
like, 50-50.
Kel!
Krellin's like, Does he understand negotiation?
No, no,
Not
no,
too
no,
sure.
no, no. He's taken one too many to the head.
Very well.
60-40 is fine.
Agreed.
It's fine.
I will have my assistant draw up the paperwork, and we shall make it formal after dinner. Sound good?
Sounds great. And you could also, can you make a special set of armor for me by chance? Away from this agreement. We can talk numbers at the dinner on how much it would cost.
Certainly. Absolutely.
Do
Dinner
you
should
have
be
any,
ready
like-
in an hour or two. Just come back whenever you're hungry. As long as it's been an hour. Any longer than that, we can wait.
Do you have any really good weaponsmiths I could see? I need a new sword because he kind of like, I gave it to him as a loaner and he just kind of kept it. Classic Jandon.
Growlin just kind of looks at you and cocks an eye and goes, "We are the dwarves."
And I'm Rylus.
Yeah, oh, Rylus, this is yours.
That's fine. We can keep it. Kind of expected it.
We do not make mediocre. Exceptional
Okay,
is
well
all
then.
you will find here.
Fantastic. What does exceptional mean?
Very well made.
X.
He's just
That's my
kind of
RP
looks
way of saying
confused
I
as
wanna buy some
he's
stuff.
looking at Rylus. He's looking over the rest of you guys and like looking back to Rylus, like cocking an eyebrow, like, "Is there something wrong with this dude?"
I hit stuff good. Leave me alone.
Indeed.
I hit stuff good. That's episode title.
So the dwarves are helping set up which town? I'm just making notes.
Trellis.
Dallas.
They will help fortify and then begin mining the town under a 60-40 agreement.
60 to us. 40. So I'm sure you figured that out. That was my RP way of asking. I would like to go shopping.
Yep. You guys have an hour or longer, as much as you guys want, to shop.
Oh, so you think you're going to get augmented? Oh,
I just need a sword.
okay, good.
I mean, like, if you want to give me something, that's fine.
I slapped Thesco on the ass. I know someone who's getting augmented.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I'd actually like to talk, like, huddle with all of the guys, because I'd like to see who actually would want to get augmented.
Okay.
So I'm gonna.
So we'll say that
Yeah,
you guys
maybe
get led out of the main chamber and let into. You guys are now standing about up here. You're explained basically directions to get to the nearest smithies, general stores, inns, all kinds. Basically, whatever you need. They pointed out where to go, and then you guys can choose where you want to go from there. Set up any kind of arrangements or negotiate within your party what you guys want to do.
Before that happens, I guess, can we have the discussion of what is an augmentation? What do we get?
Meta break time.
Okay,
Yeah.
so meta-wise, the deal was +1 to any armor, or
Okay.
resistance to any damage type.
So could we?
So you get
Okay.
to choose
Does that
3.
include-
You get to choose any 3 armor, not shield, armor, light,
Yeah,
medium, or
for
heavy
shield
armor,
class.
to get either +1 AC or resistance to any damage type, whether that be anything except for psychic. So force, fire, cold, lightning,
So,
thunder,
a bit-
acid, blah 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 blah. Bludgeoning, piercing.
Three people can have either 1+ AC or resist.
Yes.
Okay.
You can't put all 3 onto one armor because
Obviously.
yeah,
We're spreading them out.
sure.
Yeah.
What do you mean I can't get +3 on my non-existent armor that I don't wear?
Okay.
You can buy bracers and stuff to get you +1
So
armor. And
we
shit.
have 3
I
right
can't.
now.
Huh?
What?
I can't wear armor.
No, but you can wear bracers. They don't count as armor. Those are just random.
Oh.
Like you
For
can go and
realsies?
get like bracers, like fucking leather
Oh.
that covers just your arm. It doesn't count as armor, but generally it's considered like cosmetic. But if you enchant that with a +1 armor, it doesn't count as armor, but it still can grant you AC.
Spicy.
Okay,
Anyway,
so
back to Bob.
the way I see it, Alorn, I don't really care if he gets one. He's at 20 AC right now, and I kind of do a decent amount of damage when I actually get hit. So I kind of deal like half amount of damage usually if I get hit by one attack. So Thesco with 20 AC, I'd like to give one, but
I'm also at 21, so I don't really need one. But again,
I'm
going
at
to
21
22
as
also
well,
would be
so-
nice. Wait,
What-
Jin's at fucking 21 as well?
what about like Kel and Gabriel? Them not being here, this is like a big.
Yeah,
This is like a
Gabriel is. This is meta, but Gabriel is at 16 AC and Kel is
Okay.
at 17.
Okay. Gabriel, I feel like both of them are always in the back anyway. Okay, Jin, you said you're 21,
Yeah.
and Jandar, what are you?
I'm 19, but don't worry about me. I think I'll try to figure out something else on my own about this.
I think you having another one is better. We have 3. I'm only taking 1 right now. Like, I'll take both. I just don't know if having, I mean, the 21 AC on both of my characters is good, but one of my characters has a really strong thorn. So,
Yeah, I wouldn't say give it to a Lauren, just because you do more damage when you get hit. Well, you don't do more damage when you get hit, but you're the only person who really
do
does damage when you get hit. Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Um,
And then, like, I don't know. I feel like it can it with Alorn, like, if something hits me and then I do damage to it enough to where it wants to run away, and then I do my full damage again, like,
I
feel like
honestly
that's
say, well, he might be in the back Gabriel just because he's the lowest AC.
Yeah.
Desco is at 20.
Whatever helps Thesco.
yeah. I just want, yeah. If Thesco's at 21, I feel he's gonna play ballsy all the time. So, and
I
now he's
mean-
a samurai. He's gonna be tanky a little bit more. So, I want him to be as tanky as possible.
If we have one left, I mean, I could do the bracers thing and put it on it, and then I can get, if on my turn, I can get my AC up to what, fucking 27?
If you want.
Oh no, yeah. So like, if
Yeah.
I'm only saying as like a last resort, if we can't think of anyone else who has it, like I'll gladly take it, dude. Like I'm the tanky boy, right?
Yeah,
Every
yeah,
AC is better.
yeah. Because see, I can get 24. I can
I
have
just-
the highest out of everyone.
That's
Okay.
with shield though.
I just feel like you're gonna be
Right.
assassinated, Jandar.
I think I'll be good.
Just saying.
I think I'll be good. Oh god. After you hear assassinate, I'll still say I think I'll be.
Alright. I think we solidified it then. Gabriel,
Alright.
Fesco, and Rylus.
Cool. So I'm gonna go buy some bomb ass bracers.
So we'll go and do that. I'll follow with him.
I also want to buy a sword of some sort.
Okay.
Oh yeah, Fesco is gonna look for some magical sword.
Yeah, Thesco and I are going on a shopping trip.
Yeah.
I'll be looking for a pearl. I'll be going with Rylus.
Oh yeah.
Shopping
Or,
montage.
I think we're all going because
Yeah.
Alorn and Jandar want to look for the pearl.
Shopping montage.
Yeah.
Okay. One sec. Sorry, this covert negotiation is taking time.
All good.
Okay, so you guys start making your way to where you want to go first. General store? Do you want to go to the weaponsmith first or the armor smith?
Weapon smooth.
I want to go to the weaponsmith after Rylus actually made me feel bad.
Okay, one sec.
Well, all right. Whenever Jay gets back, we'll
I
ask him.
finally deleted it from my inventory where it said Simtar given to Jandar. I was like, fuck it, this is gone.
I had it on there and I just switched it to scimitar. I had Rylus' scimitar and then it just became scimitar.
I would laugh really hard if we did it like around the same time too. Just like
It would have happened
Alright.
after the exact time it happened was when we faced the Neophlid. I can tell you exactly when it did.
when was that?
Okay.
That was when Gabriel was dumb.
Do I have to buy
Oh yeah, that's about the
components?
same fucking time.
I have to
Um,
buy components for everything, right?
if it has a gold cost, yes. Otherwise, your component pouch will be fine.
Oh, that's like all of them. Are
So
fine.
check your spells. If they say like
Okay.
requires bat fur and tar, then it's
Um,
in your component pouch. If it says that it requires 50 gold worth of dust, then you need to buy that.
The only thing I'm gonna be looking for is diamond.
Okay.
thing.
Okay. So you guys will first. We'll say you guys go to the just general store.
Oh,
Who-
as we are walking, is anyone feeling a little under the weather? I know Thesco was feeling a little drowsy the last couple of days. He had, I don't know, he couldn't hit shit for the life of him.
I mean, my arm's still bleeding, and I just hold up my arm. It's just like, ooh.
Well, do you have just a natural unluckiness about you?
Oh yeah, yeah, I do. I feel very weak. Very, very weak.
Hey, okay, so perhaps we should also get some more diamond dust.
Yeah, so
Oh.
I will definitely buy him some. I will buy Rylus some diamond dust.
Is he the only one that's feeling that's unlucky all the time?
Well, I'm
That's
just,
I'm gonna use lucky if I
Okay.
can.
Sorry, guys. More things are happening than just one.
Okay,
That's fine.
What's the modifier?
13.
I have the curse that reduces my thingy.
Oh, I know. I'm just trying to make sure everybody doesn't have it. Just you, without any of that meta.
Cal has it.
Oh, okay. So them too. So yeah, we need more diamond dust then.
Sorry, guys.
No, no worries.
Behind the
This
scenes.
break
I'm
brought
looking
to you
up-
by Twitch Prime, where you could sub to your
And-
favorite Twitch streamer for free.
No name brand ketchup chips.
And then you can get a sweet D20 emote.
Spams.
That's what I'm doing right now. Is D20.
Hell yeah, brother! I'm glad it's like it's.
Dude, get that weak stuff out of here.
I like resized it 5 times, and then I
Man,
was
like
like,
a pro,
"Alright, this
dude."
is a good size." I'm gonna get fucking banned real quick.
Aren't you a moderator though?
Yeah, man.
Can I ban you, or is that possible?
No.
Yeah, I totally can.
Later, bitch.
Do, do, do. Do, 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 do. So are we likely to find like magical weapons in this place?
Yep.
Whoa,
This is
dude.
the
Are
place
you
where
gonna
they are forged.
scavenge? You're not gonna scavenge them.
What? No, I meant to buy, you knob.
Oh, okay, good.
Talking like
This is
Good
where a
old-fashioned.
lot of the
I
very
didn't know if you're
well-made
gonna
items are forged.
do the Jandar roll and just walk in and start slashing away.
no.
You walk into a weaponsmith. Hey, give me that sword. It's a plus 8.
No.
Whoosh! It's mine now.
I mage handed it over to me and then swiped you with it.
That's Mithril, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh
Done.
damn, big baller going Frodo Baggins up in here.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw you
yeah,
into
I'll
the
give it a
lava
name.
too.
Will do. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so dealt with that. That issue is done. Where are you guys going first?
Weapons.
General store, weapons or armor?
Weapons.
Weapons, because I gotta buy
Whatever's.
Rylus a weapon.
They're all
Weapons.
kind of in the
That's
same area.
fine.
You guys go to the weapons
Yeah.
store first. What would
We're
you
all
like to
going
buy?
together.
What is the best finesse weapon this person has?
Look at your player's handbook and
Do they perchance have a scimitar of speed? Unlikely. But possible.
Right, Rylus, I don't have that much gold.
let me check.
Well, I'm really,
Really
good
good.
at negotiating.
Rylus, can I negotiate on your behalf?
But you've seen me negotiate.
Yeah, you can assist me, Rylus. How about that?
Okay. I'll stand here like this.
Scimitar of speed is
Actually,
considered
don't.
very rare. Okay. They definitely have it.
The bajillion gold.
How much is it?
I'm checking.
Oh, it's gonna be so expensive.
Magic items, magic items. I forgot
And
the
I
page
guess
that this
probably
is
like
on.
15,000 gold.
Enchanting items, enchanting items.
Is there a roll to guilt trip Jandar? Because he has my favorite scimitar.
I'll give you back your scimitar. I have
I don't
58
want-
platinum.
I don't want it anymore. I want a new speedy one.
I can't afford a new speedy one.
Okay.
It's gonna be a fuck ton, isn't it?
What did I say the scimitar of speed was? Rare or very rare?
Very.
Very rare. 8th. Go ahead and roll a... Never mind, I'll do it. Because you shouldn't see it anyways, because inflation.
Ooh.
What about deflation?
Golden deflation.
Yeah,
Okay,
gold doesn't inflate or deflate, it's gold.
They haven't
Shit.
traded for a while, yeah?
Thank you. I'm glad you caught on.
Sim...
That's why it's called the gold standard, man.
Gold deflation.
Very rare, requires attunement, K. Gotcha. Cool. Let me pull out my calculator.
Oh god.
Oops.
So, the answer to this question, too much.
Carry
That's
it.
not
Yeah.
nearly as bad as I thought it was.
10 million.
No. For the low price of oh wait, I gotta add the tax. For the low price of 1850.
I don't have that much gold, Rylus.
1850?
Sir.
Do you barter?
The dwarf just kind of looks at you and goes, huh. What
Just,
do you
I'm
got?
just curious.
What do
Just
you
curious. And I pull out the cursed scimitar. I pull out, I have the diagrams of like the construction from that Kel's dad made. I was like, this thing's really like super dangerous, but like
Diagrams.
it's real good. Trust me.
Very well. How much do you want for that stuff? In credit.
Jandar,
Even trade, Rylus. Even trade.
even trade?
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
Can I make it in his behalf?
He's getting advantage because you're helping him.
Fuck.
Okay. He looks at you and he says, tell you what. I will give you 75% off. As credit.
I don't know what that means.
Really?
You might want to tell him a number.
Hold
My
on.
friend said it to us, though.
Total was 1850, right?
Mm-hmm.
1850. Oh, I forgot.
436.
I will say this. Instead of all this math, I will give you... We can trade that, plus I'll hand over 40 platinum pieces, and we'll say deal.
I did the math backwards.
It's
I know, that's why I'm hoping that makes it easy. Deal.
Sorry, how much are you offering?
40 platinum pieces straight. I'll say, don't worry about the math. We'll just make it easy. 40 platinum right here.
Okay, because I'm doing the math backwards and I'm doing it fucking complicated, how much did that come out to difference? What's the difference?
It's 462 gold is what it's supposed to be. 462 and a half gold.
And you're offering
And-
400 basically?
400 basically, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, he reaches out and deal.
I shake his hand.
I just
Okay.
hold this in bar like, yes.
Oh, you like
So-
Rylus?
He goes to
Poor
take
guy.
the cursed scimitar off of you and make a wisdom saving throw.
He's close to me. It's 15.
No, it's not.
No.
Fucking goddamn.
As you go to hand over the blade, Rylus, you really don't want to.
Jandar, I don't want to give up the play. What's happening?
I can't help you.
Can you just like take it from me, little dwarf friend?
As I see him doing that, I'm gonna try to rip it out of his hand.
Okay. You reach out and you grab the scimitar out of his hand and take it out of his hand and you hold it in your
Drop it.
hands for a second. As you drop it, it disappears and reappears in Rylus's hand.
Why did I know this earlier?
I'm gonna.
So there's a slight snafu. Do you guys have any like decursing people's curses of things? This is like, I'm really attached to this scimitar, but not like in a healthy way. It's like a really bad relationship that you just can't get out of. I mean, it's like really powerful. It does good damage.
Very well. I can look around and try and find somebody to possibly get rid of this curse for you. It's not our first time dealing with these sorts of weapons. Perhaps the information ahead of time, though, would have been handy before we made the agreement.
Indeed.
Could I have those
Well,
schematics?
Not till I get my sword.
Very well.
But it seems fair.
It does seem fair. It does seem fair.
Perhaps we can do a transaction that is a little more upfront over here.
Very well. He just
say-
kind
I'll
of
say
turns
that.
his back to you. Like he's not even
Honestly,
paying
I
attention to you,
forgot.
Jandar.
I forgot. Okay, I'm sorry.
He looks towards Aloran. What can I do for you?
So, my knight over here, he could be using a sword that packs a little more of a punch.
Okay. What would you like?
Out of character, something that does plus something.
Plus what?
2 would be nice.
Are you looking to just enchant a weapon with +2, or are you looking for a specific weapon?
Okay, well, my
For example,
longsword,
a scimitar of speed is more than just a +2 sword. It has other benefits.
Oh.
So
Oh,
if you
that's-
have a specific item in mind that you're looking
No.
for, then they can do that. Otherwise, just okay.
No, more specifically +2, I guess, to my longsword would be fine.
Okay. So +2.
If it's an enchantment.
Yep.
Rylus, I don't have much platinum. We really need to kill these hill giants.
Here you go. And I lied him 10 platinum.
Rylus, how much does that make you have?
I
Or let me just count it, Rylus.
have 10 plat, 98 gold, and 32 silver.
Oh, I'll hand him back his 10 platinum because I still have more than he does. I'm like, okay, I thought you had more. Here.
I just hand him 15 platinum back. Here you go.
No, Rylus, keep it. I'm gonna give it back to.
Alright.
All right. 1.1.
I will look over at Gabriel. Like Gabriel, I need that costs a lot. We need to get
Aloran,
some.
he looks at you and says, "Well, I can do that for let's say 1,100 gold pieces."
That's 1,100, you say?
Yes, 1,100.
I just I don't have that much, I guess. What's about the +1?
The +1 should be significantly cheaper. Let's see, third is, wow, that's like, oh wow. Times 15. Says, well, that one's, yeah, significantly cheaper, 480 gold pieces.
Hey, let's do that, and then do you have a longbow and quiver with some arrows by chance?
Certainly. Would you require the longbow or the arrows to be enchanted?
Perhaps the longbow. What would be a +1?
+1.
You said 480 prior, right?
Correct. I have to re-roll the price for the longbow because that is a different item. Oh, that's a little bit more. And the base longbow. Oh, that's a lot more. Oops. Fuck. I just did that wrong.
I'll look over and I'll say maybe some javelins might be better.
Yeah, so he says, the longbow would be 1,400 even.
Hey, okay. Well, how about just the 480 gold prior we agreed upon, and then
That transaction's
just
done. Yeah, you can just remove
okay.
that.
And then just a normal longbow with a quiver and
Very well.
40 arrows for
Okay.
Pesco.
I just don't want to keep doing the accent. I want to rapid fire get through this because there's more stuff I want to get to tonight. So the longbow itself is 50 gold. How many arrows do you want?
40
40? That'd be 2 gold pieces.
total.
Yeah, just for the arrows. 2 gold, 50 for the longbow, so 52 in total for the ranged shit.
Okay.
Do you need anything else, Mr. Aloran?
No.
Okay. Jin or Jandar?
Yeah, can he enchant, like, some gloves or hand wraps or something, possibly?
He can't, but he directs you to somebody who can, so we'll say yes.
Okay.
What specifically are you looking for?
Maybe, like, some magic damage or...
Okay. So no plus, just you want magic damage?
Yeah.
Which type of magic damage?
I guess fire.
Okay. Do you have any idea of the damage range you would like it to do?
Actually, no, I'll change it to frost, and no, I don't.
Okay.
Or ice.
Okay, if you had to say between 1 and 10, how strong of an enchantment are you looking for?
5.
Oh, sorry, 1 to 9. So a 5?
Yeah.
Is that... Okay. Let's see, the base is that. Okay, so he will enchant a... He will enchant a set of, like hand wraps or gloves to deal... whenever you deal an unarmed melee strike, you can do a extra... let's see, you said 5. 8d10 for 92,400 gold.
Okay, maybe cheaper.
Not a 5? Okay.
Yeah.
We'll go with, like, let's say a 2?
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ!
Yeah, let's try it too.
Okay, let's try it 2. Okay. Oh, wow, he got really good rolls. Okay, so 29 times the base. Okay, so he will do the same thing. Whenever you strike, you will do an extra 2d8 cold damage for 638 gold.
What would be like a 3?
A 3 would be 2d10. Okay, so this is 29 plus 13 times the base. That is interest. The 3 would be a 1424.
For how much damage?
What did I say the plus 2 was? Was it 3d8?
Yes.
The 3 would be 48. No, 46. More guaranteed damage, but it's a little bit more
Right.
variable.
Yeah, I'll
and
take that.
And of course, we can work with that if that created item gets a little bit too powerful. And if it does, and I nerf it,
Yeah.
we'll refund some gold, obviously.
Okay, yeah, I'll take that.
Okay, cool. Anything else for you, or are we going to Jandar?
That's it. How much did you say?
1424.
Okay.
Hey Jay,
Yes.
can I just say this entire time Rylus is trying to get himself to drop this sword?
Okay, so this entire time, as soon as you drop it,
Just
it
like-
disappears and clatters to the ground. As soon as it hits the ground, it reappears in your hand.
Ah!
Okay, Jandar, you want to purchase anything?
Setting the scene,
I don't
man.
think I can afford a +2 weapon, to be fair.
Well, let's check. I'll roll it out for you.
A
What
short
specific-
sword or a scimitar, whichever is cheaper.
What is the base cost of both? You're muted, I think.
Short sword, 10 pieces, scimitar 25, so short sword.
Okay, so short sword times the base, a +2. I did the math wrong. Whoops. So 47.
It could
Okay.
even be a really crappy flame tongue or a really crappy ice brand. I'd be okay with that as well. And when I mean really crappy, like 1d4 is completely fine with me.
Okay, so for +2, that'll come out to... The short sword would be 957.
Yeah, we'll skip that. Don't worry about that.
Okay, what was the other two options, sorry?
Flame tongue or a frost brand short sword with no +1 or plus anything. Just, just write it.
Okay.
They could even be weaker. I'd be fine, like 1d4s.
Sword. Do you have a preference on which one?
No. Probably the frost brand, but that's probably more expensive.
Checking. Okay. Let me just quickly flip through and see what that comes out to.
Like Rylus, I might need to borrow some gold for a little bit.
Okay. Flame Tongue is considered rare. Frostband is very rare. Okay, so if we were to go with the Flame Tongue, it's going to be the same cost as the other one. The Frostbrand will be even more because it's very rare.
Yeah, let's say Jandar's good. He doesn't need any weapons. I just need the pearl.
Okay. Sorry, the magic weapons are very expensive. Okay.
Unless you have diagrams.
Yes, those diagrams are probably very.
Literally priceless.
It's fine.
They are one of a kind.
I
Hence
know.
why you were able to get the scimitar speed. Okay, so anybody else want any weapons? Okay, cool. Anybody want any
for-
armor?
For RP's sake, or like time's sake, can we say that I find someone who removes this
Oh,
curse?
yes,
or-
right. Hold on. What level is a lesser restoration? Would that even work? Let me check. Lesser restoration. Blind deafen. Nope. Greater restoration. Greater restoration does do curse. The dust is worth 100. It is a level 5 spell. Level 5 spell. Let me check. Okay. Wow, that was a really good roll. Plus the base cost of materials. Okay, so if you want to get a random healer within the temple to Graydon, it would cost you a donation of 170 gold pieces to remove the curse. Which only removes your attunement to the weapon. It doesn't actually remove the curse from the weapon.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Okay.
So it was 170?
Yeah, 170 gold. Your attunement is removed from the cursed scimitar. You still
Alright,
have a
and
cursed
then-
scimitar, but you are no longer attuned to it.
I will go give that dude the cursed scimitar and be like, I'm really sorry about this. Don't hold this for more than like an extended, short period of time.
He tells you that not his first rodeo with cursed objects, and he shall put it in the vault.
Well, that was mine, and it was fun while it lasted.
He looks back at you and says, "Just wait until you find a sentient one. Those are fun.
I mean, I met a sentient door. Does that count?
Wait till you find a sentient weapon or armor."
Okay, alright, so I'm gonna remove cursed scimitar.
Okay.
From me bag. And the diagrams as well. As I hand him the diagrams, I'm gonna be like, please be careful with this. When I say it's deadly, I mean like it's real deadly.
He looks at the schematics for maybe a second, looks up and goes, "We won't be crafting one. Yet. There's some flaws within the artificing.
Oh yeah, it nearly killed us.
Yes, you see here at the bottom, on the back, you see where this glyph meets with this other glyph. I'm not
As
sure
soon
if
as
you
he
can
starts,
read
as soon as he
runes.
starts talking, Rylas' face just goes.
He goes, "Okay, so as you can see, you're not interested, but these two runes do not work together. If you do this, it goes crazy and kills on sight. Alright. Well, thank you for this. Enjoy your new sword."
Cool. Cool.
So you do
Cool,
pay
cool,
him the platinum, I believe it was?
Yeah, I still gave him the 40 platinum.
Okay, so you take that off, you get your scimitar speed, everybody happy with their weapons and armor.
Thanks, bro.
Yep, I'm pretty poor
Armor.
now.
Augmentation is all.
Okay, augmentation, who's getting what?
I think that's what we read on Theska, Gabriel, and Rylas, I think?
Rylus doesn't wear
Rylus?
armor.
Yeah, I think so.
Rylus doesn't wear armor.
No, Rylus doesn't have.
No?
I thought I was getting a bracer.
I thought he
Oh,
was
do you
getting
want to get
augmentation
bracers
and
enchanted with
bracer.
+1?
Yeah,
Okay. You don't want a resistance, you want the +1.
I'll take the +1. I'm
Okay.
resistant. Oh, hold the
well,
telephone.
if you have
Could I get resistance to psychic
No.
damage?
Psychic is the only one they can't do.
Then I'd be resistant to literally everything while raging. I'd
Yeah.
rather take a +1.
Okay, you take the +1 armor, make sure that you put that in. Also, it is a magic item that is attunable. Remember, you can only attune to 3, so that does count.
I have 2 now.
Okay.
Oh, 3. No, 3.
Belt of Dwarven Kind, your new scimitar of
Centaur
speed.
dude.
the bracers.
And
if you have anything else, you'd have to unattune it.
I didn't have to attune to the ice sword, did I?
Yes, you did.
I did?
Yes.
I don't remember that.
The
Oh.
ice sword is a magic item that requires attunement.
Mm.
So you have 4 magic items. You have to pick one to unattune.
Okay, I did not know that. Hey, Thesco.
While you're thinking about it, who's the other 2 that are getting the augments?
Thesco,
And
Gabriel.
Gabriel.
Hey, Thesco. You want a cool ice sword? Wait, does Thesco have to use finesse?
I already have this enchanted longsword that I just paid for heavily.
Oh,
That would have
That's
been
odd.
nice for you to tell me
that's awkward.
perhaps 10 minutes prior.
That's awkward. Anybody want an ice sword?
Oh,
I honestly didn't know it was attunable.
I'll take the ice sword, Rylus, if you don't want it.
You already
It's
took my
alone, right?
Rylus, it would be super beneficial if I took the ice sword.
Fine, I give
How
it to
many
him.
people are you going to kill with this?
Enough.
Alright, I'll give it to Jandar. Honestly, I did not know it was attunable, so that's my bad.
Most magic items are. Most.
I am gonna leave this one always saying Rylus's ice sword though, just for you, Rylus.
Thanks, man.
To put it down so I don't forget.
Yeah,
Cool.
I honestly don't know what type of armor Thesco had, but he had armor.
I thought he had plate.
He is a knight, so he'd be wearing plate.
Right? Okay, so plate. I'll add that in because that was never added.
Yeah.
Probably his chest then.
Yeah, it'd just be his plate armor. Plate armor plus 1 is essentially what he'd be wearing now.
No,
I
I'm
will-
saying I want his chest to be augmented.
Yeah,
I
plate
don't know
armor.
if that. Okay, is that all of it?
It's not really the same as WoW. Like, when you get an armor set, it's literally just the armor you're wearing.
Yeah.
Let me check. Plate armor. Plate armor base is really fucking expensive. 18 AC, so this gives him 19 AC just from plate armor. Oh, wait. He wouldn't have been wearing plate. That's not right at all. That is 1,500 gold pieces in an item. Give me 1 sec. Filter. Not simple weapons. I want armor. Heavy armor. There we go. Heavy armor. He'd be wearing... Is it splint? Yeah, he'd be wearing splint. So that's AC 17 base, so he'd be wearing splint armor plus 1. Base of 18 armor. Plus shield is 20.
Okay. So it's splint armor.
Yes, splint armor.
Okay. I'd like to get a +1 augment on that one.
Okay.
Or whatever the augment is.
Yep, it's up to you. It's either plus 1 AC or resistance to any element except for psychic.
He's just gonna go +1 AC.
Okay.
So I'm gonna add that in the character sheet as well.
Okay.
Like, I will forget.
Done. So splint armor plus 1, AC 18. And then if he wears a shield, that brings him up to 20. Otherwise, yeah.
So I'm up to 21 now.
If you're wearing a shield?
Yeah.
Well, splint armor base is 17. So the plus 1 brings it to an 18. So if you're wearing a shield, he's at 20.
Well, with plus my... I'm at 20 normally with my shield.
I don't know
I mean,
how.
I think you gave him plate armor to
That's
begin
just
with.
what you. Yeah, that's just what you said.
Okay, if I gave you plate armor, yeah, that makes sense actually. Hold on. Because well, no, because even then, oh yeah, plate armor plus shield would be 20. So yeah, we'll say it's plate armor plus 1.
Yeah.
Fuck it,
So,
good enough.
21.
I dig it.
Okay.
So is there a way to add a dexterity, like sorry, not dexterity, like AC behind the scenes, like in the cog? I'm guessing
What do you mean?
for the. So like I'm getting +1 on bracers.
Sure.
So when I hit the cog, it just says custom AC. Should I just bump my base AC from 10 to 11, or
Or
How do
you
you
could
wanna
just
do this?
change the AC
The number.
by itself. Yeah. Just to add
Okay.
+1 to that, and just make sure in your background or in your backpack you put bracers +1 AC.
Okay,
Oh,
Okay.
question: is that ice sword finesse or no?
no.
It's a longsword.
Oh, I don't really want it then.
God fucking damn it.
Can we retcon that then? Because they're
Yes.
fucking shitbags?
Yes.
That was 480 gold
Was it 480? Yeah.
for the +1 enchant, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So
I have it all
refund
written down
that.
here.
You can throw that back in your inventory. Take one of their ice sword. It's a longsword.
Okay. 480
I linked
gold.
all the damage.
Cool. I'm going to be attuning to that when I can.
Okay.
Same with me and my Simtar. I'm just gonna be like
Okay.
holding it.
Well, you guys will be attuning over the entire time that you're shopping. Is there anything else that you guys need for the shopping trip?
A pearl.
A pearl?
The pearl and then
Okay.
diamonds.
Yeah.
Oh, diamond dust.
If
Okay.
anybody has money left.
I'll buy
Okay,
diamond
so-
dust.
The cost is going to be whatever the cost is, add 10%.
Okay.
So if you need 100 gold worth of diamond dust, it's going to cost you 110.
Yo, why
Yeah.
this guy so expensive?
Okay.
Because they are dwarves who
Um,
are not currently trading.
So
Oh.
Yes.
Since Rylus got a greater restoration, that means he also got a greater restoration for his curse too. So he's uncursed.
No.
Complete.
Greater restoration, you have to specify 1.
Wow. Sorry.
Rip.
Yeah.
Thanks, though.
Sorry. Here, I'll hit the spell card for you, so you can read it.
So I know we be needing, I believe, 2 more larger cure on these 2.
I already gave Kel enough for his, so I think we just
Oh.
need one for Rylus.
Okay. Rylus, do
But-
you have enough money for your own spell here?
How much is it?
It's 100 gold plus tax.
Yeah, it'd be 110 just for the raw materials, and then you'd have to have Kel cast it on you. Otherwise, you could donate 170 gold to the Church of Graydon and have them do it immediately.
I hand somebody who's buying diamonds 100 or 90 gold. Isn't that?
I'll take it and buy him 100 worth.
Okay, so make sure you subtract 110 after adding 90.
Yep.
Fucking
After
Rylus.
after
Rylus
that
is so
happens,
broke.
and I get my I'm broke too, and I get the pearl. I'm gonna ask Aloran. Aloran, can I see the necromancer card, the one that I
Oh.
said?
If anybody's curious, I'm gonna have Kel and Gabriel watch the episode and then tell me what they want to buy, and I'll price it out for them separately, so that you guys will have all shopped at the same time.
Well, if anyone wants to buy me a low-end flame tongue or something,
There is only one enchant of Flame Tongue, and it's just
I
Flame Tongue.
know.
How much was it again?
Flame Tongue?
No, you don't. You don't have enough gold for that.
I don't
did
remember
just
what I
get,
said.
It was like 9 grand.
No, it was 1480, wasn't it? Or I thought
Something
it was
like
as
that.
much as a quick sort of quickening, so like
Yeah, it was something
1900.
like that.
Well, I did just get 480 back. If you need it for something, I guess.
I have 8 platinum to my name right now.
I mean, we could just go kill some fucking giants and.
Yeah, we need to really do that.
You
Sell
know,
her
You
brains
guys
for
missed that
money.
whole part where he said he wasn't gonna pay you for more giants, eh?
yeah.
Oh,
He said that they'll take care of that problem when they need to.
Perhaps we just go back to the feast.
Yeah. Yeah.
You could definitely talk to the king about it.
Yeah,
but
let's
that's-
drink.
Let's go. Okay.
Uh,
So you guys all make your way back with significantly lighter purses, get taken to the hall, get sat down for dinner. Jandar takes a seat like right next to the head of the table where the king is sitting, and you guys notice throughout dinner he's whispering and talking a lot with the king. They seem to come to some sort of agreement, shake hands, and clap each other on the back, smiling and laughing and getting into their drinks. If you guys want to roleplay during the dinner, feel free to do so now. Otherwise, we'll just skip ahead to the next day or whatever. Or if there's anything else you require of the king.
One thing during the whole time that we do, I would identify each of the cards that Aloran has.
Okay.
So you can tell me at a later time, not right now. If you.
Oh, I
if
can.
you
I
want.
can tell you right now what each one is. Actually.
Okay, Aloran, you write it down.
I have it ready. I hand him the first one, which is necromancy.
And I
What is
assume
it?
you're casting Identify as
Identify.
a ritual?
Ritual.
Okay. So it takes you 10, 20, 30, 40, 50,
An hour.
60 minutes. It takes you 1 hour to identify them all. You recognize the 3 abjuration cards as having... Like, this is true for all of them. It is a glyphed playing card, which the trigger is when the card is thrown at a target to cast said spell at the target. They can be done as an action, unless the spell that's glyphed to it otherwise states its casting time. So basically, it's a charge of that spell at that spell's casting time. The abjuration is absorb elements, counterspell, and remove curse. Lol.
Well,
I've been laughing for weeks about that, because if you guys identified it at any point...
I just
Sorry.
got my
I had
pearl
a feeling.
literally right now.
Absorb elements, remove curse, and what was the middle one?
Counterspell.
Counterspell.
Okay, and I know which one is which after this?
Yep. Absolutely.
Fantastic. Okay, necromancy?
Necromancy is Finger of Death.
Jesus.
That
I'm
is
gonna
a
want to
9th
know what
level
that
spell,
is.
I think? Oh,
Yeah,
just
I'm
look it
gonna-
up. It's insane.
Can I, or do I have
Oh,
to ask
absolutely.
the character?
Oh, no, you can look it up.
Oh, yeah. Cool.
So, isn't it an 8th level spell?
Yeah, I think it's an 8th level spell. I'll
Right.
link it to you guys here. But
To
basically,
evocation.
yep. The evocation ones are Healing Word, and Meteor
What?
Storm.
What,
Wait, what?
Yep.
Oh, God.
Just be
What
glad that
level
Feeble
of
Mind
Healing
was the
Word?
card that he pulled. Sorry?
What level is healing word?
Healing Word's just level 1.
Well, I mean, that's important.
Yep, absolutely. These spells are all at their native level.
I'll tell Lauren. You could. I'll point. Oh no. I guess I wouldn't know that. I wouldn't.
Oh, wait, while he's doing this, I still have 2 of those as well. I have an evocation and transmutation.
Evocation and Transmutation. Okay.
I'll say Lauren. I think the Meteor Swarm one is worth a lot of gold.
Or perhaps for a good rainy day.
Oh God. Can you
Looking up
please
the
never
cards.
use that around me? Ever? You know, in the entire mile, you use it around me.
Have I ever done anything to harm you, Janda?
No, I'm just saying. It might not be so good.
I'll look
Okay,
into it in my meditation here.
Jin, your evocation card is a Maelstrom. And what was the other one? Transmutation?
Yeah.
Okay. Transmutation. What was it?
Meteor swarm?
Yep. That's what I used in that 1v1v1v1 battle royale.
I don't remember, but okay, that feels overpowered. Oh! Yeah, when you just rolled 20 dice out of
Yep.
nowhere?
Yep. When I was like, alright, I'm playing the wizard, drop a level 9 spell. First game I time stopped, the next one I used Meteor Swarm. Okay,
Appreciate
so
you
the
doing that,
transmutation
though.
spell is Gaseous Form.
Okay.
Was there any more cards that you had?
No, that was it.
Okay, let me check
You
Gabriel's.
should look at Finger of Death, by the way.
Yeah, Finger of Death is nuts.
I love the last little bit of it. So it's 3d8 or 7d8 plus 30 necrotic damage on a failed, or half as much as on a success. If a humanoid is killed by this spell, at the start of the next turn, it rises as a zombie that is permanently under your command. Like what?
Lauren's gonna make an army.
Yep.
Wait, what was that? I was reading this card, so
Finger
Which
of
one?
Death.
what's
Yeah,
that
look up Finger of Death and read the last sentence of it.
Oh, am I gonna be able to?
Just think about
Minions for
this, guys.
days.
Remember when you ran into those people and they threw a card and it was Feeble Mind, and you were like, "Man, this is terrible." It could have been a lot fucking worse. When I rolled what card it was and I saw and I was looking at my notes and I'm like, "Oh, it's a Feeble Mind. Okay, cool." Like, it could have been Meteor Swarm TPK immediately. It could have been
Wait.
Finger of Death. One of you is gone immediately.
Is this what Jin has?
The Finger of Death? That's
No,
the
you have
whatever the
Finger of Death.
Necromancy one is.
Oh.
So I'm just consolidating it onto my notes page. The ones that you have, Jin, what did I say they were?
Maelstrom in gaseous form.
Gotcha.
Oh. I should have used this on the fucking floating skull.
If you knew what it was.
He was
Otherwise,
in
you're
my-
just. Otherwise, I
Yeah.
would have. If you were like, I'm gonna throw one of these abjuration cards, I would have been like, okay, roll a 1d3. If it was a
Wait,
1, it's
permanently
Ordomus.
under your command?
Yeah. Can you imagine controlling a little army? Thesco,
Actually,
one of those guys.
no, I actually want. That would be interesting. Like, as a completely different character
Right.
to do that.
Yeah, I don't
I
know
bet I-
how your god might feel about you bringing back.
No,
people.
no, it wouldn't be me.
No, I know.
I'm saying it's not my character, but I have a way to like do that chaotic good, and I might do that as a different character soon.
Fair enough. Anyway, is that it for buying stuff or any other prep work? Blah blah blah.
Gabriel, Thesco, and Rylus.
I'm good.
They got their
Nice.
plus ones and or things.
And then we got our diamonds and pearl.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there anything else that you would like to ask of the king before you guys rest and then go on your way?
I guess as we're feasting, do you know of any threats other than the giants that be lighting in these hills?
Kralin just looks at you. No, actually, we managed to take care of most problems on our own. It's just the most recent one that we haven't really gotten to because we haven't had a need. Trade dried up the last little while, last 6 months or so. The surrounding cities have been weird, so we've kind of stayed here for a little bit and stopped trading, and that's when the Hill Giants moved in.
Oh, so are you guys in actual need of supplies?
Not really. We're kind of
Okay.
good for now, but maybe, if the Hill Giants don't leave in the next 3 months or so, then we'll just send an army out and slaughter them all
Of
and then
course.
begin trading
Uh,
again.
I have one more question myself personally.
Sure.
I'm gonna look to if I see the two dwarfs that were actually out there when we were fighting them.
They are not present.
Oh, okay. Then I'm just gonna say this to whoever. I believe you all saw the bodies of the giants we slayed. Are those about the general size, or are there any actual larger than normal?
He says, I believe we have had reports of the king of the giants being a little bit bigger.
And he's around these parts.
Skulking around somewhere. Although I believe the giants bring their food to him.
Interesting. Good to know. Thank you. That's all I actually wanted
In the
to know.
purposes of full
Ask about-
disclosure, since you guys were so generous to give us our ancestral hammer back, there's a keep not on the map, due west of here, directly north of Prissa. It's not on any map, but it was a home of the dwarves that did live on the surface. That is where the hill giants have taken over, and they spill out onto these mountains. It's only probably half a day's ride due west of here. But do not worry yourself with them. We'll take care of them in our own time. Besides, I wouldn't want my new business arrangement to not come to fruition if you guys were suddenly and unexpectedly killed. And eaten.
Well, what would you give if perhaps we, well, I suppose this giant king, does he wear a crown?
Not as far as I can tell, or have been
Would
told.
you recognize his head if we brought him to you? As his head?
Well, presumably I'm told that he's quite a bit larger. So, a much larger head would probably indicate him.
Okay. Would you be perhaps willing to pay for said head?
Well, like I say, we don't really need it right now, so the payment would not be probably in your interest to do it. If you find yourself out there and you're going to kill it anyways and you want to bring the head back, we'll give you 100 platinum.
Well, I understand you say you don't need it now and you don't need it today. But what if tomorrow, all of a sudden, you wake up to fire and brimstone, and there's destruction and all of the little ones are burning? Because these giants are just ravaging on your mountain there.
Well, they can't get inside. That's the issue. I see your persuasion check. He says, they can't get inside. The entrances are too small. However, if they were to crush through the top, that could be bad. Tell you what, don't go out of your way. But if you happen to stop by and kill him, get proof. Give you 100 platinum. Just as long as you have proof.
100 platinum's better than nothing.
Aye, indeed. Sounds good. Thank you for your time.
No problem. Please enjoy the hospitality of the Thronehammer name while you are here, and don't hesitate if you shall require anything. My servants are your servants.
While you mentioned that, we did leave two fairly malnourished horses at the edge of your mountain ravine. Would you mind if we went and fed them, or could you have someone be...
It's
I
already
don't
been
know.
taken care of.
Oh, thank you. I
Yes.
appreciate it.
They have been brushed as well, and I have been told that they are quite contented.
Bondalus and Titus appreciate it.
Indeed.
I don't
Thank
know what
you.
any of that means, but
That's their names. They chose
well.
them themselves.
all right. I'm gonna go to bed. He just kind of like gets up, grabs the hammer, and just like slinks off.
I'll look over. All right, so are we here for a giant hunt? Is that what I hear, Rylus?
I mean, I got a new sword. I want to like do some choppy chops with it.
I don't know about you guys. I'm ready. I'm gonna be ready tomorrow. There's something that's gonna be good.
Yeah,
Getting all shiny.
I could fight.
Oh, right. I'm decursed, aren't I? Back to full health. Yes. I guess we're
Nice.
long resting.
Yep. So you guys find the Royal Inn that they take you to. You spend your entire night resting. Wake up in the morning, bright-eyed, bush-tailed, ready to go. Talk with the king for a little while, talk with a couple of guards, and are escorted back to the entrance to the outside of the cave. And the trolls are completely dead. Or giants, rather. You guys end up making your way north throughout here. And I don't know why I put it on that map to begin with, because we're just going to end up going to the other map anyway.
Oh, don't bring up that one. Jandar's gonna have some PTSD.
No shit.
How about that one?
Oh, that was me having some. Also, can I just say something? Your first dwarf token that you did,
Yeah.
like the healing one,
Yeah.
it's the same picture that I used for Mac.
Interesting.
By the way, if you go into his character sheet and look at his profile, same fucking one.
Good to know.
And I was just like, are you doing this on purpose?
Yeah, no, that
Are
was
you toying with
foreshadowing.
me?
Oh, no,
It was
that's a different one.
foreshadowing.
That's a different one. It's
Is it?
similar.
It looked
Are
but
you saying?
It's
Are you
looks very
saying all
similar.
dwarfs look the same?
Racist.
Wow,
Wow,
that's fucked up.
Damn,
Yeah.
Taylor, I thought you were better than that.
It was Jay who said that.
I'm
What?
pretty sure you said. That's like the hipster getting mad on Reddit that someone used his photo to prove that all hipsters are generic, and then he realized that that actually wasn't him.
That's amazing.
You guys all notice as you forgot to mention one thing. As you guys had woken up after you had spoken to the king briefly, you notice he and Jand are laughing, clapping each other on the shoulder, and then the king points over where you see the blacksmith that you guys had all talked to and bartered with and whatnot walk over and hand Jandar a beautiful set of mithril plate armor that's heavily enchanted.
Oh, so this is why you couldn't pay for fucking anything, you fucking
No.
cheapskate.
I this was something else. I really only had 58 platinum. It just worked something else out. Another deal.
Alorn's gonna pull down his leather straps and just eye the fuck out of Jandar.
So as you guys wait the 10 minutes for him to put on his armor, the new buckles stretching and tightening on, looks great. I'll get you the name for it later. But yeah, he's basically wearing some extremely rare armor. You guys go outside, travel over the mountain. You're traveling for probably 4 or 5 hours before you come to a road. You're on the main road. There is a less worn path that goes off to the left, heading southeast. Do you guys turn, or do you guys continue?
I'm going to actually whistle for the dragons.
Okay. You whistle. Hey, everybody else, Aloran just whistled. There's nothing happens.
Oh, that was a really nice whistle there, man.
Yeah, that was a good whistle.
I will fucking throat stomp you.
Oh,
I don't think you could.
You're
Look
just
at
saying
him.
You had a good whistle.
Jandar, I'm fine with you, Rylus.
What did I do?
Something about your face, I just want to put one of these suckers right into it.
Zach, I don't know if you're paying attention, but check your PMs.
Yeah,
Okay,
I just
you are,
saw
never
it.
mind. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, can we go down there quick?
Which way?
What was it, north?
It was a left turn. Takes you southeast.
Okay. Yeah, left.
Okay. Is
I
this
like-
the way that we were going to the
Rear
keep?
the horses left.
Is there a reason why you're speaking up all of a sudden? I haven't heard your voice in, oh, damn near 3 days.
I used to live down there.
Oh,
Oh,
Oh shit!
it's
Yeah.
an enlightenment, maybe.
wait, you live this close to the dwarves?
Well, I speak Dwarven.
Makes sense. You're
So
such
do
a
I,
fucking
apparently.
drunkard.
Oh, yeah, that does.
Are
Okay.
you okay? That's fine with me.
Yeah, I'm okay.
The horses are already like I've already steered them down the left path.
Hey,
Sure.
Rylus, have you fed your dog? I'm gonna start feeding my parrot, and then feed the cat if I can.
Make an animal handling check.
Yeah, for that one.
I'll split a ration pack with Trevor.
Okay. Okay. The
Dude.
cat like grabs it and then cages back a little bit, and then steps forward a little bit, and then just licks your hand, and then goes back, and then just eats whatever it is that you handed it.
So at least it didn't jump and
It's
start
a little bit
gnawing on your
skittish because
forehead.
nobody fucking handles it.
Right.
You guys just bought it and
How's-
leave it in the cart all the time.
Well, no. Derek.
Derek bought
Derek.
it and leaves it in the cart all the time. Yes.
Has it had any water or no?
You
I
kind of
love
get the
Trevor, don't
impression that it's a fey
don't
creature and doesn't
dare.
really require assessments.
Okay. Oh, okay. It just
Yeah.
wants-
The question is, how many times has someone tried to break into our cart to let the cat out? 'Cause it got-
Well, I'm pretty sure it's more on the how
You
many
guys-
times has someone tried to feed the cat a fucking lifeless head or not. I'm pretty sure that weighs a little heavier.
That's true, Gabriel. You haven't really fed your cat a head.
You guys are just in Carrick and
Yeah.
you're you see some guard walking up. Hello? Sorry. It's okay. I don't know what Gabriel would say to that. We'll have him retcon that, but yeah.
Yeah, sure. I kind of want to see where you lived at.
Indeed.
We won't be there long.
Okay.
Well,
I'm gonna-
Why
wait,
not? We can
hold
meet
on.
the mama and Papa Jin.
Is there a wealth to be made?
No.
It's okay. We get to meet Mama and Papa Jin.
So let's
Yeah,
get
not
wasted
so
then, Jin.
Not so much.
Just
Okay.
a quick stop.
So you guys travel down the
Apparently we're
road
not good enough for Mama and Papa Jin.
So you guys travel down the road for another 2 to 3 hours roughly before you see directly ahead of you it's a large but very modest stone structure. To say it's a cathedral paints it as too grand, but to say it, was just like super bland would be disservice as well. So it's somewhere between that. It's a very normal looking, but just very large. Very modest, nothing really that shows off any degree of wealth or anything like that.
I'm gonna turn into a male dwarf, no tattoos.
Okay.
Are you a dwarf for a particular reason? I say in Dwarven. In very broken Dwarven because I'm still learning.
I just don't want them to recognize me.
So what you're saying is don't call you Jin.
As we come up on this, how's the road look?
It looks like it's traveled upon, but not a lot. Like, not everyday constant use back from, city to city kind of travel. But, like, people
What's-
do come down here, but not a ton.
I guess what's like the city look like at a glance?
No city, just one large stone structure.
Okay. And I don't see any smoke or anything.
You see a little bit of smoke coming out of, like, the main, what looks like a chimney.
Yeah,
It's
okay.
very, very
Yeah,
little.
well,
There's no
what
raging
would be
fire from so
expectable?
much as you can tell. Yeah. But yeah. So you guys
Well, I
approach
guess-
the front door?
Lead the way, Jin. Or not Jin.
What shall we call you?
Not Jin.
That's not helpful, Riley.
I'm
See,
literally
yeah,
just
no
gonna
problem.
run in and out if you want to wait.
Only
Oh
in the
no,
cart.
we're coming in with
No.
you.
Okay.
no.
You've definitely piqued my
If
curiosity.
they know you, I want to be friends with them.
Make a perception check, everybody.
I'm staying in the cart. I'll even say that.
Thesco will
What
say-
is rule 1? How dare you?
This rule is fine.
Does Thesco take a check if he's staying?
Well, yeah, because you guys are right outside the front door.
Okay.
So,
Where's Thesco?
was it Kel that saw it? Yeah, okay, it was Kel.
This is my face
Okay.
when I roll.
So both the people that aren't here, and Kel and Gabriel both at the same time are like, Kel's like, wait, we're not supposed to call you Jin? And then says, there's somebody on the other side of the door. I can hear him moving around. And Gabriel's like, shut up. Somebody's on the other side of the door. Not Jin. You can knock and do whatever. And they both just
Okay.
quiet up.
Yeah, I'll just kind of like like door shut.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Is there like any donation plates or anything outside?
There is not.
Okay, I'll knock then.
Okay. So as you grab the knocker and you go to like right after the first knock, the door just swings open, pulling the knocker out of your hand. You're like, oh. And the figure that looks at you seems to be a very, very, very old female elf. And she looks at all of you and says, hello. What can I do for you?
I'm just gonna hand her a bag containing 200 platinum and say a donation and walk away.
She looks at it and looks up. Why?
An old debt.
Does this have anything to do with your loud friend calling you Jin?
Maybe. And I'll just keep walking away.
I mean, that's not Jin. You obviously heard us wrong. You're crazy.
I'm sorry.
Korea would be interested to see that you're back in town.
Our friend
Have a
isn't so
moment.
bright. I'm gonna try to pull Rylus back. Let him have time.
She's completely ignoring him, or ignoring all of you guys and just staring at Jin. She
Sure.
said that as he was walking away. She's waiting for a response.
Just gonna head to the cart.
Very well. Good luck, travelers.
Right,
Jin.
this is gonna back away slowly, just like
You gonna leave?
Yeah.
You
I
can't
don't
walk-
really want to be here in the first place.
I mean, you're the one that told us
Well-
to go.
Yes, but
So indulge me for another 5 minutes.
well,
You must not only walk to your past, but defeat it as well. Otherwise, you will not be able to move forward.
So, pause 1 sec. Over the entire time since it, how much have you donated anonymously?
I'd say around. Well, what was that I just did?
That was 200 platinum.
Okay, so probably around 800-ish.
Okay. Sorry, carry on.
All right. I'll just say, this is where I was raised, and they paid off a rather large debt of mine.
So, all I'm saying is, see it through.
It'll
This
be
is
paid
a-
back.
This is a half-assed attempt at paying back someone that's meant something to you. Or something.
Yeah, not right now.
Alright, we'll hand it over. I'm gonna have to get drunk after that bullshit explanation. It can only handle so much. It's already starting to rain. My god, might strike with lightning. Sorry. Oopsie.
I'll say after that, let's just go to the keep. I heard they might have gold. Rylus, we need gold.
I never thought that I'd hear the Lord to be asking, almost not begging, for gold.
I mean,
I've
do you see
never
that?
had.
He's
I
walking
didn't know
gold
you
right
knew
now.
what gold was. I thought you only functioned in platinum.
It's true, but when you only have 7 platinum, I had to count gold.
Dude! Oh, just kidding. Actually,
Did Aloran just say
I-
dude?
no. I said do.
Oh,
Do.
okay, gotcha.
I almost thought I had more platinum than you, but I'd have to get it exchanged right now. Right now, I just have it in these puny cold pieces.
Can we go?
You guys are currently just standing outside your cart as this very old elf is standing at the still open door just watching you.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna get in the car.
let's go.
Not gin. If you're done, I believe. Have a nice evening. And walk away.
She's still just staring at the cart where Jin went to. And says, "Not Jin, indeed." Strangely, while she's whispering almost, you can still hear her, Jin. Anybody that's even like 60 feet away, like you can still hear her. Somehow her voice is projecting farther than what you would think would be possible.
Jin, what is she?
An old elf, I think.
She seems strong as well.
The word you're looking for is oracle.
Oh. Well, it's nice to meet an oracle. As I walk away.
Goodbye, Aloran.
Well, I'm in
Jin
the car.
really
I'm
fucked
gonna
that one up.
cast detect magic
You cast Detect Magic? Where are you?
in the cart.
In the cart? Aside from the regular magic that you just pick up from everybody's equipment and shit, you do not pick up any magic.
I
Actually,
say,
Hold on. I need to actually double check that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do you notice anything from a certain something in my backpack?
Oh, no, that hasn't changed. If you're thinking
Oh,
about
okay.
the Demi-Lich.
Well, while he's detecting magic, I mean that's something that I would recognize that he's doing, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. While he's doing that, I'm gonna pull out the head and
Sure.
kind of walk, I don't know, 10 feet away.
Sure.
And then, do I have to hit religion, or do I just talk? No.
Oh, you can just talk.
Oh.
But, you pick up a very strong divination coming off of Jin.
Hey, Jin, you're getting divined right now.
Well, fuck. That's probably not good.
Does it tell you? It just tells you the school. I don't have to tell you the specific
Yeah.
spell, right? Okay, cool.
Yeah, just a school.
High level divination.
You are glowing the divination color of divination. I think that's
Oh, yeah.
green.
Maybe we should go?
Yeah, I'm fine with going. I'm ready to go to that keep. I don't know about
Yeah,
everyone
we
else.
could go. Kill that
Sounds
giant.
good.
Are you gonna come in with the skull, Hamlet?
I'm trying to like, I'm trying to hide it, but like
Sure.
not really well. And I'm like backing up. I don't know what you mean, but yeah, I'll be right there in a second.
Okay. So what do you
And
say?
I'm gonna, God. So I know this. I don't know what you call a skull after it's not a skull anymore. But,
Demi-Lich.
Oh, yes. This Demi-Lich. I know this Demi-Lich's true name. Can you give me a roundabout time in which he would come back?
Not soon.
Could I put up an alarm within you that gives me a soon alarm, per se?
I'll be watching. I'll let you know.
Hey, thank you very much. I'm just gonna
Okay,
turn
case
back.
in point. The entire time Aloran was talking, you guys all see his lips moving, and you hear the faint sound of like thunder crackling. Seems like it's
that-
coming from Aloran.
Anybody else hear that? Is that
And
just me?
when the god was speaking
Those
back,
were-
you hear thunder off in the distance.
I think he speaks lightning.
Dude,
uh,
he sees lightning.
Aloran, was that all you wanted to say to your god?
Yeah.
Okay, so as you turn around to go back to the cart, you almost bump into a very old elvish woman who's just standing there.
Oh, I am so sorry, mate.
She just kind of like bends down to go eye to eye with you, whispers to you, and I'll PM you what she said later, because we're almost at the end and I don't want to drag it out. Whispers
I'll
something
bow
to
her
you.
as well.
And then, well, she came down to your level. She's like
oh, okay.
7'8". Like, she's really
The
fucking tall.
hell, stay put.
Yeah, so she comes down to your level, whispers something to you that only you hear, because Jandar, you pick up another sense of magic. I'll tell you the school later, but essentially, yeah, I don't want to drag things on. I'll tell you the school in a minute, right after we go off. So, Aloran, you hear only what she says. And then she nods to you and then bows. Do you bow back?
Yes.
Okay. And then she says, "Farewell, Aloran," and walks away. And as she gets to the door, she holds it open for a second, looks back, and still and very quietly says, "Goodbye, Jandar, Rylus, Gabriel, Kel, Fesco, not Jin. Keep him safe." And then you see the door close.
Indeed.
Well, that was just fucking creepy.
Yeah.
Despite
That's
whispering 60 feet away at the door, you guys all heard it as if she was standing right next to you.
That was like real creepy.
Creepy is perhaps a sense of, I don't know, atmosphere.
Creepy, you were speaking in thunder.
Oh,
Yeah.
she also said goodbye to Gabriel and Kel as well, if I didn't say that.
You
I
know.
believe
Go
creepy is speaking in a tongue that you don't know you're even speaking in, as I look over at Rylus. That's like speaking in tongues.
Transmutation, Jandar. That was a spell.
Transmutation. Interesting.
Very low level transmutation
Hmm.
while she was speaking to Aloran.
Fair enough.
Okay, sorry. So you guys can continue your RPs.
I think we're all in the cart now.
Yeah, I guess you guys would all be climbed up into the cart. Kel and Gabriel
To the
hop in
keep?
as well.
Are we going to take care of a giant king? Giant king? Hill giant king?
Is that what you want to do, Jandar?
If everyone else is good with it, I know that they normally have a. I don't know if they'd have a lot. That would solve. Yeah, I don't know. We don't have to.
I mean, we were heading on to somewhere else prior, right?
That's true.
Yeah, we were gonna do the gem heist.
That's true.
Not heist per se, just gem exchange. I don't need anything from there. I have my pearl.
Gabriel
They have
speaks
to
up and
look
goes,
at the,
I believe we're going to call it commandeering. Heist seems so criminal.
Where's the
Commandeering.
gem heist in relation to where the king is?
Not quite on the way. Getting back on the main road, probably a couple hours, and then it would be basically directly north from Prissa. It would be at least half a day or a day added to your journey if you circled around to go to it and then come back down.
So the king is further out than.
Then Prissa, yes.
Okay.
The Giant King.
So perhaps after consulting the map, we do the gem heist.
Commandeering.
Sorry. The gem commandeering. I like commandeering. Especially once we get the mental capacity of our other two companions. And then that will be a good time to do that. And then I think we could pivot into whether or not we actually want to go through with the rest of this.
True.
I mean, the way it looks on the map, we kind of have to go one way and then we can kind of aim towards the other.
Yeah, that might be useful.
How long day travel from here to
the king?
No, to the gems.
To the gems.
Prissa.
Prissa, you'd get there
Prissa.
probably right before nightfall.
And
If you
It's-
guys just kept going at like a steady, quick pace, you'd get there right before nightfall.
so like a 4-hour journey or something.
By this point, it's probably just after noon. No, because you guys woke up, traveled for, what'd I say, 5-6 hours? And then it was 2 to 3 hours here. So, say, wake up, let's say, 8. It's probably 2 or 3 right now, so by the time you get to Prissa, it'd probably be, oh shit, it probably would be like 10, because you guys are probably 7 hours.
So I don't think we would go straight into Prissa. I think we'd probably stop about an hour out. Does that sound good to everybody?
Well, what we can do
Yeah.
is we can have you guys talk about it during, the next week, and we can come
I
back
just don't-
and start there next week.
I just don't want to as long as we can you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't
Well-
want to lose any time.
Yeah, here's what we'll do. We'll pick it up with you guys next week at whatever point you guys decide. So you guys talk about it over the next week. Let me
Okay.
know by,
Put it
next
this way.
Monday.
I guess I was baiting for as long as we are not being inhibited by any combat from here until then.
Let me roll. No combat along the way.
Okay. Because knowing that changes how we'd RP it
Yeah.
too, especially when the guys come back.
Sure.
So,
Normally I wouldn't tell you this ahead of time, but yeah. Since the two
Okay.
guys aren't here and I want you guys to be able to actually plan it with them, I'll let you know that. So
I think heading to the the diamond not heist, but commandeer. I believe is probably the most wise.
I'm fine with that either way.
So when we spoke to El, this was some other demons or of the sort, right?
I do not remember this one. I didn't even learn about this until you guys were talking about it beforehand.
I believe the people that most likely know are unconscious at this hour.
Fair enough.
So after
Um,
saying demon, you hear a voice in your head that says, fiend.
To me,
Yep.
El, I never said you were a demon. I said the people with the diamonds were demons. El, I would never say you are not a demon. I know you're a fiend. I know you're a fiend. Don't say it that way.
He doesn't respond.
That's fine.
Is there a crow somewhere nearby?
There are a lot of crows.
Can I
Um,
fuck a crow as I say that?
Sure, but make a perception check as well.
Perfect. That's not gonna happen. Oh!
All right. It looks like all but one are not paying attention to you, and there's one slightly larger crow sitting,
Can I also
a little
look,
bit of ways from you, just staring at you.
Can I also look for the dregs?
Yeah, okay, so with that roll, you do not see any dragons. However, you hear a very, very faint, almost like a screech of, when you were in the cave and the big white dragon was fighting the other two, and when one of them got hurt, you heard a screech. It's very much like that, but it doesn't sound pained, and it sounds like it's very, very, very far away. But the sound's coming from directly above you.
Can I look up? Because I wasn't
Yeah.
looking up before.
If you look up,
I'm gonna
it's just the sky.
nothing.
A couple clouds here or there. But as you're looking, you swear you see something move behind the cloud, but you can't make it out.
I'm just gonna, not to anybody, but I'm just gonna like point up, just to like track it with my own finger, I guess.
Sure.
And then I probably lose it in the clouds.
Yeah, within probably a minute or two.
Yeah.
You get a brief
That's
spot. Yeah. That's the first time any of you have actually rolled a high enough to see the dragons.
I would have swore I saw a dragon up in the clouds.
By the way, I appreciate you spamming the D20 emote.
Is that what's happening? Hell yeah.
Yeah. Taylor spammed it as soon as it happened to you. So, anything else you guys want to do before we call her?
Well, I did I wanted to pray, but it was pretty much the same thing that my perception gave me, so.
Oh, okay. Still, do you want to have that conversation with your deity?
No, not really. I mean, I'll always leave the channel open, put it that way.
Sure. If he needs to contact you, he will. Cool. Anybody else want to do anything before we sign off? Alright. Then with that, that concludes this week's episode of Roll For It: The Fallen Empire. If you're watching this on YouTube, check out the Twitch stream. We go live every Monday. I just had a stroke. Don't worry about it. From 6 to 10, generally, on Mondays. Also, check out the other stream on Friday, where we stream for significantly longer, and we play Dungeon of the Mad Mage. 3 of us here. Jason's the DM, and myself and Bob play on his.
Significantly longer.
Yeah, like we played 4 hours tonight with this. The last time we played Mad Mage, it was for 9.5 hours. Check the VODs, it's awesome. Anyway, point is, if you're watching this on YouTube, check out the Twitch stream. The link will be in the description below. If you're watching this on Twitch, you should subscribe with Twitch Prime, because it's free. It don't cost you nothing, and it helps us out. So, do that. If you don't have Twitch Prime, just subscribe. It's $5. Who cares? Yeah. That's pretty much all I got. So we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.